everybody. It is 6 o'clock and it's Friday night, and that means it is time for Dragons and Things. Heroic Endeavors. I will tell you that before we came online, everybody was so nervous. Everybody was, the anxiety is so high because we feel like after the long break, we got to come back and just perform, firing on all cylinders so that we can have a perfect, flawless premiere. And a lot of that pressure is on Diana to perform. It is kind of like we're all going to be watching her specifically, but I'm confident that she'll be able to pull it off. I have no doubt that she will make zero mistakes and it'll go flawlessly.
Oh yeah.
So are you ready for that, Diana?
Yes, I am.
Perfect.
This is why you get paid the big bucks.
This is why.
This
is why you're the Restrep Pro.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Restrep Pro.
Hey Jim, look, I made pie for the occasion.
That's great. And once again, I have none of it, so thank you.
That's a lie. You made pie to stream earlier.
It did.
Nothing to do with this.
This is the pie, guys.
Jim, he's trying to tempt you with pie. Remember that.
I don't know, because the last several times that Adam Khan has promised me pie, he has simply left it at home, forgotten it, with cruel indifference to my pie consumption rates.
I'm glad you're getting called out and not me.
This is really, really good, though.
I bet it's delicious, Adam Khan.
Jim, here, you want some? Here, chat, everybody take a bite. There you go, guys.
Goodness.
I just want to say that I'm very upset that I was not offered pie.
Oh.
I just want that to be clear.
Lamar, this is for everybody. You can have some too. I got
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, before we get deep into our adventure, an announcement or two. We're going to try something a little bit different tonight. Not really so much different, more just like we're adding a little something special for all of you, because as you know, subs are awesome, but there's not just one tier of subs. No. There are actually 3 different tiers of subs. Now, when you are a tier 2 or tier 3 subscriber, you already get access to some special emotes that everybody is privy to, but we wanted to add something a little bit extra special to it. So from this point forward on Heroic Endeavors, when you upgrade, if you are already a tier 1 subscriber and you upgrade to a higher tier, or you just flat out subscribe at the higher tier with a new subscription, you're actually going to get a little extra bonus. A tier 2 subscription, I will roll a d6 and based on the result randomly assign an overcharge, which is extra bonus damage bonus to one player or myself. I will be one, and then starting from left to right on the bottom are the players, and I'll just roll the d6, and whoever it lands on, they get that bonus. If you upgrade to a tier 3 subscription or purchase a brand new tier 3 subscription, you are going to get the same thing, but a card bonus. So our deck, we will draw from the deck, and one random person will get a card that they can use. So just a little something to add to those upper tier subscriptions. If you and looks like there we go. I'm looking at chat. Real POTUS already been like, yep.
He said he doesn't want the sub unless the bonus goes to me.
Well, it's randomly assigned.
I don't believe that.
Just give me more numbers than everyone else.
Aside from that, we are going to be doing the same old thing. It's Heroic Endeavors.
Just did it.
Yep.
Hey, well, why don't we go ahead and jump into let's just talk to the chat, because clearly they're active, they're fired up for this. Let's get over to them and give them the attention that they deserve, while I figure out who's getting all these extra bonuses.
What's up, chat?
What it be like, chat? How y'all be?
Real POTUS saying HEI, heroes, epicness, intrigue, all right here, right now. Yes! Love it.
So I accidentally opened mod view, so I lost all of the chat that was 4 seconds ago.
Crossbones says, I cannot wait for this dumpster to catch fire.
Nice.
Crossbones also said, let's kill Peepa. What?
Wow.
No!
that's
Going
rude.
after today.
So mean.
I do like that the real POTUS branded this the supgrade. It's like, what's up? Upgrade.
I was actually, that's actually a really good way of, it's our subgrade bonus. I like it. Speaking of our subgrades, I will say that the real POTUS has already gifted a sub to STG5217. Genesis Nox 90 has gifted a sub to Elf Tiro. The real POTUS has upgraded to a tier 2 sub, and I will tell you the results of our random roll. I got a 5 on the die, so I'm 1, then Lamar's 2, Jared's 3, Peepa's 4.
Go the other way.
Adam Khan,
Go the
Rias
other
is
way.
5. Rias, you are starting the game with an overcharge that is
Nice.
+3 to a damage roll. But our second roll, because we had another upgrade thanks to Crossbones being a tier 2 subscriber, and that overcharge is going to Peepa. So Peepa,
Ha!
you are starting the game with an overcharge. Remember, that is you're adding your level to a damage roll, which is currently 3. Everybody is level 3. So it'll be a +3 bonus to a damage roll.
Thank you.
You know what? I blame Adam Rady. He put us in this order.
Why?
Not wrong.
I'm always in this spot, so I'm used to it.
Oh.
We
That's
also
not a
have
bad
some
thing.
extra. We also have some extra follows. Tyler's handsome corn. There might be an extra letter on
Tyler's
it.
handsome
kinda like
corner.
cut
What's
off
up,
one.
dude?
Corner. Okay, corner. There we go. Tonks for life.
Ooh, nice.
Lee,
Tonks.
Dungeon Screen, and Villainous Femme are all following the channel.
Thank you,
Welcome.
guys.
Woo, woo, woo.
Thanks, friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
So
know.
Shal's already in
anything
there with
else?
the subgrade command. Look at that.
The subgrade. Oh, nice, excellent. Subgrade. You know what? If Social will let me know how many total subs we currently have. How many subscribers do we have right now?
Do, 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 do,
302, it looks like.
Nice.
302.
302. Cool.
302 subscribers. I'll tell you what. If we can get to 333 total subscribers at any point during this episode, I'll go ahead and say that all bonuses that you guys have on hand have double the effect. So an edge would give you a +2, sync would be a -2. I'll double the effect of all bonuses if we can hit 333 subs by the end of the episode. That's just like, because my last announcement before we get into, I'm nice now. Everybody thinks that I'm evil and mean. All those videos that were online, I filmed a lot of really nice, genuine, heartfelt videos, and they were edited to make me look mean. But I'm nice now. I rebranded over the break, and I'm nice. So that's that. Should all know I'm nice now.
Nice
Jim's
guy,
nice.
nice guy, Jim Jam.
Okay.
I'm nice. Yep.
Yay.
Red.
As a once great
Nice
anchor
guy,
said,
Jim Jam.
I don't believe you.
Well, hey, you know what? The proof will be in the pudding, which I would not forget at my house if I were going to share it with all of my friends.
Sarah wants to know what happened to you during the break, Jim.
I don't know. I got nice. I'm nice now.
Except for that last
good.
comment.
I'm a good, nice person now.
He went on a date at Crits and Giggles, and things have changed.
Oh yeah! The date.
That's right. Skeslin is actually very mean. So I'm mean as a player, but I'm a nice GM.
Who knew Jim Jam just needed some love?
He is loud.
Needed an
Love and
RP
tenderness.
date.
I guess that wasn't the very last thing, because I do want to resolve this, since we do have a new tier 2 subscriber. The real Gobshite gifted a tier 2 subscription to Delvin.
Ah,
I'll go ahead and roll for
Good job,
that.
Jared.
Let's see
Wait,
who's
it's
getting a
not
bonus.
Jared.
Let's see how this works.
God.
It is a 3. So Jared, you have managed to game the system and get yourself an extra overcharge.
That's amazing.
So let's see.
Yes.
I'm going to mark those up.
I
Add those all to the sheet.
I'm going to
Diana,
say
Jared, and Rias all have them bonuses. All right, let's actually start this game before we just have a whole listing of bonuses and no actual playing. Whew. So, the past few weeks have been a quiet time for Heroic Endeavors Incorporated. That doesn't necessarily mean that there hasn't been work. Not every caravan that hires guards is attacked. Not every ruin explored is home to some undead abomination, and sometimes simple patrols are all that are needed to prevent dangerous creatures from making their home in an abandoned cave. You've been as busy as ever, but aside from some minor scraps, there hasn't been any action that most people assume consumes an adventurer's entire waking life. The big news in the city was something that had nothing to do with HEI for once. Well, sort of. After an incident with a giant maggot and a fly infestation at the city dumps, there was an initiative to change how garbage was disposed of. The winning plan was a brilliant modern magical solution, or so that's how it was sold. A conjurer from the southern city of Vantum claimed that the city's underwater prison Shorebend Correctional Facility was using cutting-edge magic to incinerate all of the prison's waste by sending it to the elemental plane of fire. That all that would be needed was a hefty supply of mithracite to power a permanent standing portal and some staff wizards to maintain it to bring that solution to Cavaloshia. The plan was enacted by royal decree, and HEI even provided some support in getting the portal up and running. People across the city watched in amazement as mounds of garbage disappeared into another realm. Over several days, it became clear that this was the greatest move the Cavaloshian authorities had made in years. But today we turn our omniscient gaze to the portal, where the conjurer from Vantum surveys his handiwork. The portal flares irregularly, a great fiery pit dug into the ground, ringed by glowing mithracite that provides the ambient temperature from interfering with the workers dumping garbage. Warding runes flash, runes that ensure the portal is only one way. After all, things live in the elemental plane of fire, things that would turn the city to an ash heap if they ever escaped. Sudden commotion, shouting, panic draws the conjurer's attention. Mason fell! Somebody help! We need help! A worker has fallen into the pit. The conjurer rushes forward, thinking surely the worker is lost. When he arrives at the edge of the pit, he sees a man some 40 feet below, picking himself off the ring of mithracite-studded adamantine. What a lucky bastard, to have landed on the ring and not in the portal itself. The conjurer acts quickly, casting Featherfall and gently floating down to the ring. Grab my hand! We'll blink to the top, he says. He casts a second spell, and that is when things go horribly wrong. Perhaps it is the opening of a dimension door so close to the protective runes on the portal. Perhaps it is the mithracite crystal that cracked when the worker fell on it. Perhaps it was just a fault in the conjurer's casting that caused some kind of wild magic surge, but there is a sudden screaming of twisting metal as the dimension door fails and the ring around the portal buckles and cracks. Some 9 miles away, 5 HEI licensees are just finishing mission reports from the last week's completed contracts when the sky goes red. A column of flame soars 100 feet high, lancing into the blue sky in a sudden roaring inferno. The flames swirl for perhaps a full minute before it begins to die down, but chunks of flaming debris rain down across the city. Screaming, alarm bells, and chaos ring out across the city that was peaceful just moments before. What do you do?
We
Read
read comments.
Already!
I gotcha. Gotcha with that one.
I was so confused.
Oh my god, so is
Are we
the
really?
chat. I mean, so is this.
Are we
I don't know.
reading? What are we
You don't
doing?
have to read comments again. At the moment, no. We can move deep into we can move into
You have
the
to
actual
say
adventure.
Gary
Adam-
Bones. That's the only
Adam
thing I got.
Gary
Bones.
Gary Bones.
Bones.
And then now continue.
I will say that Rach Powell 16 has resubbed, so thank you very much for that.
And
And now-
Crossbones gave me a hero point.
Hey, you got a hero point from Crossbones. You're going to need that. So one of the advantages to working for an organization like HEI is that they are actually kind of organized. And you know that whenever there is a sudden and obvious disaster, certain things get set into motion thanks to standing company protocols. So rather than rush off into who knows what, you know that the first thing you're supposed to do is report to one of the administrators that handles licensees of your pay grade. Now, in the past, your administrator was a gruff, scarred elf with a chip on his shoulder. But after a horrible incident deemed an unavoidable workplace accident, your new administrator is a half-orc woman named Lakaya Reshpun, who isn't exactly friendly, but at least doesn't exhibit the naked hostility your former administrator had become well known for. when you arrive in a large conference hall where administrators and licensees are all gathering and coordinating a disaster response, she nods in approval of your prompt adherence to HEI protocols. I need U5 to cover Seamstress Alley. You're authorized to engage in any emergency heroic actions necessary to protect lives and property, and you have authority to organize and lead non-confrontational community actions to respond to any situations you encounter, so long as they don't involve hostile beings. Once the area is safe, you are to close in on the city dump and help contain the source of this disaster. We're looking at fires both magical and mundane, as well as possible elemental creatures not native to the plane that should be destroyed on sight. Do you understand the nature of your assignment?
I do believe we do.
Oopsie, drive the fire? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't drive it away. Yes, drive the fire away. That's the right attitude, Oopsie.
Yeah. Oopsie do it.
It is I, Dante. Nope, wrong show. Yeah, there we go. That's the voice. I ready.
What happened to the other guy? Where has he been? I have been away from.
Oopsie takes off his hat and starts being sad.
I believe that some of your companions can elaborate more on the fate of our previous administrator. But at another time.
Me.
Right now, the city is burning. Yes, small leafy child.
Well, first off, I'm not a child, and second, what was his name?
Oh yeah.
I have to go look it up in the files.
It was
I don't know
Ma.
offhand.
Yeah.
I can get that information for you though, and let you know as soon as I find that. But there's no time for it right now.
Okay, let's go.
Away. Yes. Good to be back.
Hey, real quick, before we do that, so I know who to report to. Hi, I'm Kanshaka. Who are you?
I'm Lakaira Eshpun. I'm
Oh, yeah.
one of the new administrators.
I'm gonna forget your name, but I apologize. Anyway, fire, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Lakaira, do you have anything that could protect us against the fires? Maybe like some resistance or some stuff that would be used for a level 4 character?
How are you level 4? You're supposed to be only level 3.
Oh, I
You
know.
didn't add your extra level on illegally, did you?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, Lakaira. Okay, goodbye.
Oopsie's gonna start headed towards the Seamstress Alley, but every like rain barrel he comes across,
Mhm.
he's just gonna like dunk his head in
Okay.
before moving to the next.
Sure. As parts of the city are starting to catch flame, you can see in the distance there's smoke rises, people are screaming. There's the entire city isn't exactly cast in an inferno, but there are patches of fire that very much need to be contained before they do grow out of control and just consume the whole city. So for at least the immediate part of your journey, it's actually fairly. It's relatively like safe and comfortable. You aren't like surrounded by flames and smoke. However, as you get closer to Seamstress Alley, that does begin to change as you can tell that you are drawing closer to a very large fire in the not so distant distance. As you arrive, you note that Stargazer Lily 2020 has given Pipa a hero point, and Sarah BC1 has given Lamar a hero point. So
Thank you.
playing just a little bit more
Thank you.
heroic as you charge into the action. And then Crossbones AE has given a sync to Jim Jam, an edge to Khan, and an edge to Oopsie. So
Ooh.
excellent.
You guys.
We got some bonuses
Yay.
popping up.
Jim, as we're actually walking up, I would like to drink an elixir.
What elixir?
A salamander elixir.
Nice. How long will that last you?
24 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, Jim, on our ways to this thing, is there any loose buckets or anything that we can pick up?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's random stuff. Why don't you make a perception check?
Ooh.
Good idea.
It's an 11 plus. Oh yeah, this character's dumb at being perceptive. Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. 22.
22. Yeah. You find a couple of buckets. Three really good sized buckets. There's also, Oopsie is right now like dunking his head into a half empty rain barrel. that you could also, if you found some use for, possibly. I don't know what exactly your plan is, but those are sort of the good containers that you find.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take like 2 buckets.
Sure, easily
kind
done.
of use my long spear to like attach to each side.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then stick that like through a loop that's on the bear's back, so we can carry water with us.
Oh, okay.
You're doing a Mulan.
Firefighters, y'all.
That may come in handy as you approach Seamstress's Alley. Seamstress Alley is a street lined with dressmakers, tailors, and haberdashers. Moving through the city, you do indeed see several areas where flaming debris has caused buildings to catch fire, but you have to trust that both local authorities and other licensee teams will be handling the safety of such areas. To your increasing hope, you do see that people are working furiously to evacuate buildings, fight fires, and triage wounded. Thankfully, you have yet to see any sign of elemental creatures. As you arrive in the alley, you see that chaos reigns in this particular spot. Some people are trying to flee the area in a rush. Others are standing around watching the skies in horror. But most pressingly, you see a cluster of businesses is on fire, and the blaze is growing quickly out of control. A man notices your arrival and rushes towards you, face streaked with soot. He says, "Please help! There are people trapped inside that building!" What do?
Oh, God.
I go, "Oopsie, give me help, please."
Not the time, but okay.
My leaves.
So, I'm too lazy to dunk my head in the barrel.
Pip a hug. I keep my chest back a little bit.
Great, thanks. I'm ready to go save someone now.
Yes, where are these people at? Are they on the top floor, bottom floor? Are they just inside somewhere?
So, looking at the building that is on fire, you can see that the ground level is indeed a collection of, there's as I mentioned, there's tailors and dressmakers and, a hat shop and there's this cluster of buildings, but above them, on the second level, would be like some apartment buildings or apartment units where people who work nearby would live. And you can actually, he's pointing to the building. He's like, "Oh yeah, there's people in there. There's people in there." Now you all notice a couple of things, and as we move into the action, it'll work a little bit like this. One, the building is on fire, and the blaze is a real problem, and you know that it is incredibly dangerous, and you know that not only do you have to worry about the people that are inside that building, but you're really going to want to contain this so it doesn't spread further across the city. So you're going to need to divide yourself into 2 teams of people to deal with the current crisis. There are people who will stay outside trying to fight this fire. You note that Cavaloshia employs a series of magical devices, not unlike a fire hydrant. It's a fantasy fire hydrant. Those of you who are trained in magic and have the Arcana skill can try to operate these things to fight the fire and eliminate the threat. There's also a great number of people that are attempting to. They've formed basically a loose collection of people with buckets near a fountain, and they're running around sort of willy-nilly, and it's very ineffective, but if you could say use diplomacy or intimidation, you could you could organize this crowd into an effective bucket brigade that actually does some good. If you want to save the people that are inside the building, then you want to be on the inside team. The inside team's got to go in there and find and rescue the people, and whatever situation those people are in, you don't know yet. You can assume it's going to be dangerous, but the way that'll work is that you're going to want people with hardy constitutions, because the choking smoke inside is going to make it very difficult to breathe. The longer you spend inside the building, the more likely it is that you will suffocate or simply die from exposure to the flames. So those of you who you're going to be, your ability to withstand the fire is going to be based on your constitution bonus. So those of you who have the highest constitutions will probably want to go inside. However, Note that when you're inside, you could use you could need any number of skills depending on the actual situations of the people that are trapped inside. Which you
Jim, it's about to get really evil. Delirious
Really
just donated to you, I think, 5 edges.
Wow.
5 edges for
Wow.
old Jim
Delirious
Jam.
2019. It's about to get
Very
real
nice.
messy.
So I've got
Delirious.
these edges. That is going to be awesome. We are going to play this out in rounds, but don't think of rounds in terms of like a 6-second increment. Think of it like you guys are doing an activity for like a minute or two during this round that helps fight the fire. At the end of every round, I will roll a flat check. If you have been effective at fighting the fire and reducing the cost of the flames, the flat check will be very difficult for me to succeed at. But if I succeed, the building will take a whole bunch of fire damage. The flames could possibly spread. And if the building takes enough fire damage, it'll simply collapse. And anybody who's inside, well, that's it. So it is dangerous, and you will have to work. You'll have to work both sides of this equation to save people and prevent your own deaths. The question is, what do you guys do? How do you divide your resources? What do you do?
If you guys could put a number on how constitutional you are, what ranking would you give yourself? 1 to 4.
Oopsie's already trying to like start to go into the building, so you have an idea of what his.
Sure. He's ready to rush inside.
Keepa's getting her speech ready to talk to the people with the buckets because I have a high diplomacy.
Gotcha, that makes a lot of sense.
I have a high intimidation. I was gonna scare the water into the buckets, but it's fine. I have, like a 3 for Constitution.
Well, two people can work together at one job. It'll make it'll make it easier to pass the DCs. However, obviously that leaves fewer people to go and try other jobs. So you can divide yourselves up however you feel is best.
Con is 2 Constitution.
Con is split between going inside and looking at the helping with the fighting of the fire. I don't really know how to use like Arcana magic. I know how to stop forest fires because there's this bear that says that we have to stop forest fires.
Yes,
you really good at it. Yeah, but I'm not really like if I eat a bad berry, it really takes me out for a while. So I kind of.
Oh God.
Would you prefer to stay outside than Conchaka?
Oh God.
Jim.
Yes.
Sarah.
Oh no.
Donated $100.
Oh God.
Edge for the table. Awesome.
Good God.
And a wild magic for Chew Bear.
Oh God.
Wild magic.
Oh God. We gotta kill DeWall's dad.
Well, maybe it'll be something good, like you turn into water.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Riss. Remind me to stab you again.
Oh wow.
That was so long ago, I had forgotten.
This is a very interesting wild magic, Mr. Chew.
Oh, I don't like you saying that
This
at all.
one is everything for you is reversed. For you, critical failures are critical successes. Failures are successes. Successes are failures, and critical successes are critical failures. So you actually want to roll low and fail at everything you do for the rest of the game.
Well, if Jared knows anything about me, it's I fail
Don't jinx
often.
it. Don't jinx it.
If only you had some
Watch him
sinks.
just nat 20s all night now.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay. I'm sick in real life now. My constitution is not high.
Okay, so who's rushing into the building? I know Oopsie is.
Oopsie is.
Who else? Anybody else?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm going with.
All right, Trevor's going in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keepa's staying outside. I know that. Is Rias staying outside?
Rias can stay outside and help operate the magical equipment.
All right, he's going to use. All right. And then Kanshaka, have you made a decision?
Khan is gonna help. God, I really wish I could just. Khan's gonna help fight the fire of the
All right, so he's going to stay outside. You see that Rias is making his way over to this magical device that sprays jets of fire, or sorry, jets of water. What? And then Pipa is over trying to organize the people to help with this Bucket Brigade. Now, since you've already sort of prepared for this, you actually might do well over there using Barry as a great way to transport water. But at the same time, I would let you roll, because you are versed in magic, I would let you roll a nature check to operate the magical device. It's up to you.
Hey, Jim, I have one question.
Sure.
Do I minus my 2 hit now instead of add it?
No, you'll just tell me the result exactly as you normally would, and when I look at it, if your result would have been a failure, well, now it's a success. So basically, you're trying to roll under all the DCs, but you still have to add your bonuses as normal.
Okay, I was very confused.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
Before Oopsie and Trevor go inside, Rias would shout to you guys and be like, wait, before you both head inside, I have something that hopefully might work. I walk over to them and I hand them 2 vials. One is a vial of, it's a lesser frost vial and a moderate frost vial as well, too.
Oh,
okay. Some vials of frost.
Oopsie have thing for you too. He reaches into his shirt and pulls out a green kind of house cat sized lizard with he's got a little bandana that's just got pickles embedded into it. He's like, you watch Dylan. Hold Dylan, pickle safe people.
Yes, I will. He's so tiny compared to me. Yes,
was gonna let Pipa, but lizard. And then he gets ready to go in.
I'm gonna take the moderate frost. Wait, Oopsie, did you take any of them?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna take both.
Okay. So you got the frost vials.
Before they leave, Tom's gonna like, I know it's gonna be weird, but please forgive me. He's gonna cast personal rain cloud on both Oopsie and
oh, nice.
Trevor.
Nice use.
Trevor.
Nice use of that.
Sure, yeah. That actually would be very useful.
That gives you +2 fire resistance.
Oh, nice.
Fire resistance 2, I'm sorry. And it extinguishes non-magical flames.
Nice. That'll actually help you quite a bit. Because
so just walking through should help with the fire.
Yeah. Excellent. So those of you who are staying outside and attempting to fight this fire, we will deal with you guys. You guys will always be the top of the round, and then inside action will be the bottom of the round. And the end of the round is when the fire will either grow or contract based on the actions of our friends on the outside. So let's deal with the Bucket Brigade first. If you are handling the Bucket Brigade, there's all these people, and it looks like they're really trying to but they're bumping into each other. They're not orderly. They're working incredibly inefficiently. They're barely getting any water. Like most of them are just splashing it around on the stones outside this building. And then you guys show up, trying to direct them. What do you do?
Okay. I fix my skirt and I fix my leaves.
Okay.
And I go,
Okay, everyone. We have to work better than this, and you can do it. So, we're gonna form a line. A conga line, but not really a conga line. Anyway, we're gonna form a line, and I want everyone to grab a bucket. Get into position now!
and then I'm gonna roll my diplomacy.
Okay.
Let's see. That's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It is a success. So you manage to, people like you, your voice rises above the crowd. You manage to direct people pretty effectively, and that'll increase the DC of the flat check to see whether the fire grows or not by 2. So that is a success. People are now passing buckets in an orderly fashion. Water is actually getting where it needs to go. They're splashing all the areas. You're directing, get some here, get some there. It is working out pretty well. Now we will move over to Rias at the fantasy fire hydrant. You see this device, and you know that you have to basically channel some of your own magical energy into it to direct it to basically, if you're successful, casts a spell, hydraulic push, which is effectively just a stream of water but then you'll have to stay here to maintain and direct it over the course for however long you do that. Now, Kanshaka, were you... What specifically did you want to be doing here?
Okay, so what I wanted to do, nice Jim Jam, is Kanshaka wanted to help Reese, but he wanted to tell Barry to walk back and forth the line with the buckets that he's currently carrying.
Okay. So why don't you make a nature check to see if you can get Barry to do that, because he's not so sure about this fire. He doesn't like it so much. But if you can convince Barry to do that, he will... I'll bump the bonus from that Pipa gave by an additional 1, so it'll be a total of +3.
So nature check?
Yeah, make a nature check.
That's a 16 on the die, making a 27.
27. So yeah, Barry is doing it. He basically is like his own little one bear line where he's just moving water back and forth, increasing the efficiency of the Bucket Brigade, and now the DC is 8 total. A flat check at the end of the round. Now Rias is trying to operate this thing with you, so you'll make another nature check, Lamar, and Rias, you also will make an Arcana check to see if you can operate this thing correctly.
Ooh, nice. 19.
19 total, okay.
24 total.
24 total. That is a success. So you guys managed to get this thing, and this jet of water just comes rushing out of this weird, almost looks like a gyroscope. But you get it oriented just the right way, and this huge jet of water comes splashing across the face of the building. That will also increase the DC of the flat check by 2. So now the total DC is 10. I have to get an 11 or higher at the end of the round, and if I fail, then the fire will not grow. But if I succeed, the fire gets nasty, and people inside have problems. Speaking of people inside, you guys, Oopsie and Trevor, rush into this building. Now, when you're inside, immediately you hold your breath. It's not that there's no air. It's not that you can't breathe. It's just that it's very difficult. There's lots of smoke. Now you have a breath score, and that score is 5 plus your Constitution modifier. Everything that you do inside the building costs you breath, and if you run out of breath, well, then you start to die of suffocation. So the objective is to find these people and get them out before you run out of breath. Now, you can go outside and just wait outside and regain your breath. But obviously, if you do that, then, well, before you've saved people, then, you're wasting time. The longer this takes, the more danger that the people inside are subjected to. So anyway, you've just reached into the building. The first thing that you're going to need to do is each of you can roll a perception check to see if you can find somebody in need of your assistance.
17?
17.
It's a good start. I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Well, a 2 for you. What's your total?
9.
9. That is a failure, but failures are successes. So both of you have actually succeeded.
This is so confusing.
You're looking around. Now, looking around, you're moving through the building. You're keeping an ear out. You actually go up the stairs a little bit. You're walking around. It's not just standing there and looking. It's actively, searching this place to see if you can find anybody. So it costs each of you 1 breath to do so. Okay. So now you find this guy, and he is trapped under a fallen beam. And it looks like you can try to brute force it and just lift it up with an athletics check, or you could use your craft skill if you have one to see if you can use the principles of engineering to help lift this fallen beam off of this guy who is trapped underneath the fallen beam. It's up to you. You can.
Is it
what do you guys
strength or is it athletics?
It's athletics. Athletics to lift, or a craft check to try to divide, use a lever or something to lift this up.
Oh, God. Oopsie, you're going to drive me to an early grave.
Oopsie drive. Up. And he reaches down and tries to...
Okay, I guess we're both lifting
You're both
this
doing
thing.
it? All right. Each of you needs to make an athletics check then.
not the worst. Oh, it's a 19, not a 9.
That's a 25.
Mine is also a 25. Oh, wait.
25.
Oh.
25 is a success, but unfortunately for you, it's a failure.
Oh no.
So,
Oh
so
my
you
god,
actually
my
you're
back.
trying to lift. Oopsie, what did you get total?
25 also.
25. Oopsie, you actually like almost get this thing
He's
lifted,
off.
but then Trevor like slips and it crashes back down. You've each used one action and one more breath, but have failed to lift this beam. You can attempt again. You have just like a normal round. You have one more action. You can attempt again, or you can,
Does this
Well, I don't
get
know.
the negative that combat's do, or is it just a skill check?
No, this is straight up skills check. You're not attacking anything. So
Well, I'm definitely going to try again.
Why do I have to have a plus 10 to athletics? Oh. Okay. That's a 13.
a 13 is a failure, which
Oh,
is a
thank
success.
God.
So Trevor succeeds. How did Oopsie do?
10.
10. Now
Oh.
Oopsie has failed. Oopsie, just like, the beam itself is so hot and it's too hot for you to hold, and you just, it burns you. You let go just momentarily. You actually kind of
no.
forgot that you could take it. You let your instincts drive your actions there. You realize that you could have just held onto it because you're resistant to flame right now, but you sort of instinctively let go. This guy is still trapped under the beam at the end of your third action. You've used 3 breath. I don't know how much you've got left, but keep track of that. And that is the end of the round. At the end of the round, I am making a DC 10 flat check. If I succeed, the fire gets
Oh,
bigger
God.
and it'll get bad. If I fail the check, though, it's all right. Things are all right. Here we go. That is a natural 20.
Oh, God.
So we don't have any
Natural
sinks to
20.
make
That's
that
your
worse.
first roll, Jim.
I
God.
know. The building is going to take 6d6 points of fire damage.
Oh, God. Don't roll
Oh,
dice.
no, that is 12, 16, 21, 23, 24 points of damage
Oh
as the
my
flames
gosh.
grow,
Oh, my
ballooning in size despite the successes of the people outside. And because it's a critical success, all the firefighting DCs are increased by 2 for the next round. So things get more difficult for everybody outside. For those of you inside the building, you've ended your turn inside the building. You'll each take 1d6 points of fire damage. That is only a 1 and a 1, which should get absorbed by your fire resistance thanks to Rias's potion.
Abria.
No, Kanshaka's.
Kanshaka's spell. The
Good
rain.
job,
Sorry, yeah, the rain
Kanshaka.
cloud. Sorry, that was Kanshaka's rain cloud.
It's okay, it's
so
a
the rain
con
cloud
word.
actually manages. You are
Other con.
unaffected by the heat. Of course, how much breath you have left, we will have to. At the end of the.
What,
we
what
start
if we-
the next
What if we
round.
find different people? You do your people, I'll do my people.
Whoa.
It is the top of the next round. You guys outside see the flames just like rush up the building. It is a disaster out there. You know that you'll have to work hard to see if you can save this building with your friends inside it. What are you guys doing? You can redivide yourself if you feel like your efforts would be better spent elsewhere, or you can
Jim.
continue doing the same jobs that you were doing before.
Jim, can I
Yes.
do a nature check to possibly pinpoint maybe like the source of the fire to maybe help us get a better DC on our check?
I would allow you to substitute a crafting check for something like that, because you're looking more like engineering principles and stuff. But a nature for this particular instance wouldn't really do it.
Not the nature of the flame. That's not where it's going to go. Okay.
No.
Considering that Khan doesn't craft crap, we're just gonna keep shooting water at it.
Keep shooting water, so you're supporting Rias. Go ahead. Why don't those of you operating the fantasy hydrant go ahead and make an Arcana and or nature check to see if you can sustain the blast of hydraulic push.
21, so it's more powerful.
All right. Despite the increased DCs, you have both succeeded, and that is going to increase the flat check once again, making it more difficult for the fire to spread. Are you still directing Barry to help?
Yes, Barry's still doing his job.
All right, so go ahead and make a nature check for Barry.
Ah, crap. 23.
23 is also a success, so that is going to give you another +1 bonus.
A plus 11. The nature's fantastic, isn't it?
So we're up to DC 9, and then over at the Bucket Brigade, the people are starting to panic a little bit. You can see in their eyes panic as, despite your successes, the fire still looks like it's growing out of control. Can you wrangle these people? Deepa?
Yes, I'm going to use my shameless request.
Okay.
It says prerequisite is master in diplomacy. You can downplay the consequences or outrageousness of your request using sheer brazeness and charm. When you
Okay.
request something, you reduce any DC increases for making an outrageous request by 2. And if you
Okay.
roll a critical failure for your request, you get a failure instead.
I will allow this because,
Cool.
yeah, it seems to fit the situation perfectly. So you actually will negate the increased DC, basically, with your, was it a +2? Now it's at a -2 thanks to your ability. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll your check.
So
to
I would-
rally these people.
Yeah, so I'll be like, double time, let's go, hurry up, we got a fire put out. 16 on the die, plus my diplomacy is a 9. Math, please.
25.
Thank you.
25 is a success. So now we're back up to DC 11 for the end of the round flames. Very good to the people outside. Inside, you guys are still like this guy. He's like, please help me, help. Now he's struggling under this beam. If you could just lift it, you could get him free and get him out of here.
2
What
questions.
do you guys do? Yes.
First question. Can I intimidate and glare at this fire?
No.
Have that.
Second question. I have soap. Can I like soap this guy up and then let my rain cloud on there and tug when Orbiter lifts?
Well, he's got a rain cloud over him.
That's like a rain cloud.
No.
You don't let me have any fun, Jim.
I'm sorry.
Well, what's Trebor want to do here?
Just abandon him? His fate?
I'm really contemplating it, but let's try one more time, Oopsie.
Okay, oopsie. Lift
and
good.
then we'll go find somewhere else because this guy's doomed.
Oopsie lift good.
Okay.
Hey!
Get 1?
Natural! Natural 1!
Natural 1! All right. Nice job, Trevor.
Oh, I've never been so excited to get a 1. So an 11.
Unnatural 20.
That's 2 successes. You guys steal your resolve and heave this fallen beam off of this guy. He crawls out from beneath it. He's like, thank you. He begins like crawling across towards the distant door so he can get out of here.
Get
Now,
out
at
of
this
here.
At this point, you have each used 4 breath. You can stay in the building and look around for more people. You know that there's some more. You can sort of hear distant cries for help. Or you can go outside to recover. I don't know how bad off each of you are.
I'm gonna search. Oopsie's gonna do a perception to find.
Oopsie is going to use his next action to perceive, so go ahead and roll that perception check, Oopsie.
Only 15, Jim.
I will do the same.
Okay.
That is an 8 on the die for a 15 as well.
15. 15 is a success, which means that, Oopsie, you hear something that sounds like a panicked child in another room, and you know that if you could get over there, you help a child out. But Trevor, you're just looking around like, what? You don't see anything. You just kind of waste your action there.
Okay, goodbye, Oopsie. I gotta get air. And he's gonna run out.
All right, you rush outside, and you're done for the round as you sort of you rush out of the building, hacking and coughing. Oopsie, you're inside still. What do you do for your
I'm gonna
feedback?
run to the child.
You run to the child. You rush into a room, and there is this large hutch cabinet. And it's very, very almost like a wardrobe. and like peeking out from it is this panicked child who's like, barely looking out, clearly doesn't even notice you in the smoke and flames, but you see them. You rush over to them, and you have, with one action and one breath, you get to them. You have one more action this round. What do you do?
I just want to pick up the child and run down the stairs.
As you approach, the child like now notices you and like scoots back out of your reach and is like, no, and is like clearly scared out of their minds. You can try to like climb up into the hutch after them, or you could try to coax them out.
How big's the hutch? And how big's the door?
It's probably double your height. Because like, and they're like up in there, like they like, how kids like climb up into things, like they're up in there.
Realistically, could I knock it on its side and push it out the door?
Pushing it would be incredibly difficult. You could knock it over pretty easily. Would you hurt the kid? Probably. Pushing it would be very difficult.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock it over.
Okay. Make another athletics check.
I got lay on hands. We're all right.
That's what my parents dealt with shit.
24.
24 is success. It's a pretty good success too. It's not a critical, but you basically just grunting and straining, just lift up the one side of the hutch. It crashes to the ground. You hear the kid is screaming inside, and that is your third action. So, and you are down. You're down 6 breath. So keep that in mind. It is the end of the round. So first we will make the flat check, the DC 11 flat check for the building to see how the firefighting is going. That is a 3 on the die, which is the DC was 11, so it's not a critical failure, but it is a failure. On a failure, the building takes minimum damage, so it only takes 6 total points of damage. You don't completely put out the flames. It does take some damage. It only takes 6 points of damage. The DCs go back to their normal level. Just so you guys have a reference as you're looking at the building, you would say that it's probably at about a third of it's lost about a third of its structural integrity. So obviously you had a really bad start, but you've staved off a lot of damage in the second round, hopefully buying your friends enough time inside to save the people. We will then deal some damage to Oopsie, who is inside. Trevor, you went outside, so you're not subject to it. I'll count it. It's on the ground. Ooh, 6. So you take 6 points of fire damage, Oopsie. However, you have resistance 2, so you're only going to take 4 points of fire damage.
4 points of fire.
And we go to the top of the next round, and we are outside first. You guys had some solid successes in the last round. You see Trevor come stumbling out of the building. He looks like he's just, trying to catch his breath. Maybe he'll go back in. Maybe he won't. You guys, again, can redivide yourselves among the jobs. You can go inside and try to help Oopsie, who hasn't come out yet. What do you guys do?
I would yell at Trevor and just like, where is Oopsie at? Did you leave him inside?
Oopsie's dead. We should just move on, guys. This house it's over. No, I'm kidding. He's in there. I couldn't breathe. I needed air.
All right, that's fine. I will go inside and try to assist him as well too. So I am actually gonna run inside to try to help.
Great. So you, Rias kind of looks at you, Kanshaka, and is like, "Hey, you got this," and he makes to go into the building. So we will deal with you specifically, Rias, when we get into the inside crew.
Rias, you had Dylan.
I do have Dylan. It's okay. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Kanshaka, do you want to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Peepa, are you going to stay where you are?
Well, someone needs to activate the magical water hose, and I don't have anything in Arcana.
Kanshaka is capable of it.
You're
is
doing
capable,
it?
yeah.
Just the 2 of us.
Oh, okay, the 2 of you. Then I will stay where I'm at with the bucket people. Bucket Brigade.
And then Trevor, do you intend to jump back into the building, or are you going to stay outside and help without here?
Yeah, I just gotta hit my inhaler real fast.
All right, so Trevor's going to go inside, so you will be in the second half of the round. Those of you outside, Peepa, the people seem encouraged by the fact that the flames seem to be dying and not spreading nearly as quickly thanks to your leadership. Can you maintain their morale?
Let's see. So I'm going to use Shameless Request again, saying, "We're doing it, everyone! I'm so proud of you! Let's Let's continue to make me proud. 16 again on the die, plus my 9 in diplomacy.
16 plus 9.
Yes.
25. 25 is a success. People once again manage to effectively and efficiently get the water from the fountain to where it needs to go. And we move on to Kanshaka. Now it's kind of all up to you to keep this jet of water going against the building and to keep Barry going. So you've kind of got double duty here.
But before you do that, Kanshaka, I just want to say two things. The crowd, the audience is against us tonight because Jim Jam just got 5 more edges.
Holy
Nice.
And
Oh.
Silent Age gave him a hero point.
Wow. Wow.
But
People are really trying to test out this nice Jim Jam versus they want to see if I'll just pounce on all of you.
You know what it was? It's the whole on Twitter because we made it look like this was going to be all scary. So
pretty scared
that's
right
what they're
now.
doing.
Terrified.
but if
Well,
it makes you feel better, Trevor, Sharna gave you a mercy.
that's a mercy. That's good. That's good
Nice.
stuff.
Nice.
And then it looks like Beepa now has 2 hero points thanks to Sarah BC1.
Thank you, Sarah. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the donations, no matter if they go to Jim or us. But thank you.
Better
Even
thanks to
the
us
gym
right now.
donation.
Yeah, even though.
Yeah, sure. The gym donations.
They're just
Oh.
mad that we've not TPK'd anyone on our shows.
They want it. They don't want it because when it happens, they'll be so sad, but they want it. They both want it and don't want it.
No, don't kill Khan. He's so good.
Kanshaka, can you keep this magical water flowing?
No. Let's
I was
see.
running in. I was yelling, "I believe in you."
Ooh, you shouldn't. So the water's gonna be an 18.
Okay,
The bear's gonna be a 19.
both of those are successes. You were all like, ooh, but it was actually 2 successes. You did great.
Yay!
Thankfully, because the DCs weren't higher than normal, thanks to your efforts last round, that's going to bump us back up to that DC 11 check, which means that we can now move into the inside crowd. The inside crowd. Oopsie. You're now standing next to a smashed up, pushed over hutch. There's a child inside. What are you doing?
I'm gonna wait to see how this because Sarah just donated $130
Oh my God,
what?
for a card for Oopsie and Rias and 5 sinks for Chew.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh man, and people were. Oh my goodness.
And can you use the sinks on yourself? Because that'd be very
You
beneficial.
can, yeah. Technically, there's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball.
Well, Jim, and we're also getting more gifted subs too. Great googly moogly.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like gifting subs to like 5 people as well too. Holy
Thank
cow,
you,
guys.
guys.
All right, so remember,
Amazing.
if you're looking for those extra bonuses, those are only tier 2 or tier 3 subs that activate those extra bonuses. Though, if we do get up to the 333 total subs, regardless of what tier, we will double the effect of all bonuses for the remainder of the episode. So, yikes, we are at 310 right now, it looks like. That's what the count looks like on the bar anyway. So, we got a card for who?
For myself and for Adam Khan.
Uh,
Sarah.
and Oopsie.
Thank
All
you, Sarah.
right. Oopsie, your card is the 7 of Hearts, which is actually a pretty good one. Whenever you activate the 7 of Hearts, you will get 7 temporary hit points that last until you lose the hit points.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then, Rias, the King of Diamonds. The King O Diamonds, which has a special effect. I'm going to...
Fancy.
Yeah, it's a fancy one. The King of Diamonds. You gain, when you activate your King of Diamonds card, you will gain total concealment against one enemy until they hit you. So total concealment means that in order to attack you, they have to pass a DC 10 flat check. And until they actually manage to strike you, that it'll just last until somebody hits you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And remember,
King
you
of
can
Diamonds.
hold on to those cards for as long as you want and use them at the most appropriate time.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
so
excellent.
much.
Awesome, Sarah.
Fantastic. Now, Oopsie, how will you spend your actions?
I want to grab the kid out of there. Like, time
Okay.
to go. On fire.
Okay. At that point, so you grab the kid with one action, costing one breath. I don't know how much you've got.
Well, how many is it going to take me to run out? Because I got one left.
We would be one action.
That's
one action to leave. So you just go rushing out of the building, half hacking and coughing and sputtering as you pass by Rias and Trevor, who look like they're about to rush into the building. But you've got
I'm
the
very
kid in your
concerned
arms.
that Rias brought my lizard into this building.
Yeah.
You've saved the child, but now to regain your breath, you'll have to spend a round outside to regain your breath.
Okay.
However, Rias and Trevor looked ready to take up the mantle of savior there. So you guys can rush inside if you'd like.
Am I back up to 8 breath? I mean, 5 plus my con, not
5 plus
not
your,
8.
yes, you are. You're at your full breath.
Cool.
Jim, question. For me,
yes.
I have the feat breath control.
Okay.
I have incredible breath control, which grants you advantages when air is hazardous or sparse. I can hold my breath 25 times as long as usual before suffocating. I get a +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against inhaled threats, such as inhaled poisons, and you roll
Damn.
success on such a saving throw. Get a critical success instead.
Should have just gone in the building in the first place.
Jim's face.
Can I change my
I don't know
character
how
race?
I don't know how to directly translate that because again they're counting for like 6-second rounds and we're not really working on a 6-second sale. But I will say that your breath score, instead of being 5 plus your Constitution modifier, will be 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
Oh.
Cool. Okay.
Wow.
So you can
And
spend
you
a lot
just
more time
stayed
there.
outside.
However, you'll still
And
be
magical.
subject to any fire damage from staying inside. So it could still be dangerous in there. And of course, if the building collapses on you, there's nothing anybody can do. You're just done.
Boundary just raided us,
Have
y'all.
a raid!
Hey,
Boundary!
Raiders!
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Just in
Hi.
time to watch us die in a fire.
Hey.
Nice. So Rias and Trevor, you rush back inside. Make your perception checks to see if you can find somebody in need.
Perception. Nice. 24.
24 is a success.
18.
18 is a success, which means it's a
Well,
failure.
it's a fail.
Trevor notices nothing, but Rias, you hear, you see like an old woman who looks like she's trying to come down the stairs, but she like collapses, and she like clearly needs immediate assistance. What do? You guys have each used one action and one breath.
Yes, I rushed directly over to her to grab her.
All right, you rush over to her. That's one more action and one breath. Trevor, you can continue to try to perceive if there's anybody else, or you can go to try to help Rias. What do you want to do?
I'll see him run and go, wait, what is it, boy? Timmy's stuck in the well? I'm going to try to see if there's anyone else.
All right, use your second action to make another seek check. Go ahead and roll perception.
It's a natural 20.
You're doing so well. You're doing so well, and unfortunately, that is a critical failure. You waste both of your next actions looking around, chasing shadows, having no idea where anything is, while Rias, you're up with this old lady. You could try to revive her with a medicine check, or you could just try to carry her outside with an athletics check.
Oh man. I don't think I'm good at either of those things, Jim.
Do you use your bonuses? Use your bonuses.
Yeah, you probably got lots of bonuses.
I got it.
Use it. Sarah gave me stuff too.
I've never been so upset to roll a natural 20.
I'm gonna try, I'll try a medicine check on her, Jim, with the edge
All
that
right.
I have.
You try to revive her.
That's with an edge. Well, Jim, I don't think I can revive her with a 1 on the die.
You indeed.
You kill her.
Yeah. Do you have anything that can help yourself there, friend?
Have a
Nope.
reroll?
No, you
Just
Drop her in the
Just
throat.
suffocating her further.
Do not have anything.
So, Rias, you also waste 2 actions and 2 breath, and you're just completely unable to, like, your turns end. You both of you are just kind of floundering inside. I'm gonna roll your damage first. So, Rias, you take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Trevor, you take 4 points of fire damage. Of course, if you have resistances, make sure you subtract that from the total.
Yes,
And then the building, I need to make the flat check for the fire. You guys were successful, so we're still at a DC 11. That is a success. 17. So the building is going to take 6d6 points of fire damage. I'll tell you what, because I'm nice too, I'm nice GM now. I will say that if you have a mercy and want to use it, you can extend that to the building if you feel like it. You don't have to, but if you feel like it, you can extend a mercy to the building.
Oh wait, I don't know if I have
Prevent
a
some of
mercy.
the damage to it.
Yeah, we all got at least one mercy. Yeah.
I don't.
No, there's only one mercy on the board.
No, we have
12,
like 6.
17, 19, 22 points of damage to the building as the fire spreads.
Oh, God.
Things get difficult. However, it wasn't a critical success. The DCs do not go up. We don't have any additional effects, just the building itself. You guys inside especially can hear shifting beams. Things on the upper floor are starting to cave in and collapse. You hear the crackle of wood as it burns and blackens, and the heat becomes almost unbearably overwhelming inside. But you still have people to save. The people still need your help, and we move on to the next round. We will be outside first. Can you guys contain this flame? Or do you just give it up for a lost cause?
No.
All right, let's start with you, Peepa. What are you doing this round?
Again, shameless request, and
right.
I'm just begging everyone and going, you're doing so great. I'm so excited for you. We're going to have a giant party after this, okay? And I roll. Oh, that's out of my box, What? That's down. Stop. Oh, pale. I'm going to use a hero point.
Uh-oh.
Hero point.
Hero point. Okay, thank you for my hero points. Oh, that's a little better. 9 plus 7 is not so great.
9 plus 7 is 16. That is a failure.
Oh, no.
People look as the building starts to creak and collapse, and they're really starting to panic. They become disorganized and uninspired. They don't get any water where they really need it to be. People are starting to sort of like, the line itself is breaking apart as people try to back away from the flames. The DC remains low and gets no increase thanks to your efforts. However, it wasn't a critical failure, so it doesn't necessarily get worse. It just might not get any better. It's really going to be up to good old Khan Shaka this round.
I just want to go home, play with bears, but no.
No.
Magic and electricity.
So do the kids inside the building. They want to go to a safe home and play with bears.
There are kids in the building?
They have kids!
Oops, he's standing in the doorway holding a child.
Oh, okay. Black is building, blue is berry. Both are going to be 21, Jim.
21, so that is 2 successes. So your efforts are good. You managed to maintain the stream, and you managed to get Barry to help get at least some of the people who are still in the Bucket Brigade line to get some water.
I'm a druid.
So now the DC 8 check at the end of the round to see if the flames are going to spread or not. It does not look good.
Oh my God.
But perhaps people inside can help everybody regardless. Rias, you are standing over this old woman. Again, you can either try to just carry her out, or you can attempt to revive her so that she can get up on and get out of here on her own. What do you do?
To carry her out in athletics, huh? Okay. I'm gonna try to revive her again.
All right, make that medicine check.
Got nothing in the thing. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay.
17. You feel like you're just so close.
Oh my! Use your edge.
I don't have an edge.
Yes, you do.
Can I give him an
My
edge?
edge is gone.
Oh.
I used my edge.
Yeah, you guys can trade edges. I'm a nice GM.
May I give him an edge now, or is it too late?
No, you can do it.
Okay, I'll give him my edge. You get my
Okay.
edge.
18.
It makes it an 18.
Thank you.
You manage. Her eyes flutter open. She like stumbles to her feet. You use one action and one breath, but you do get her onto her feet, and she's like, "Oh, thank you." And she begins like getting back down the stairs, and she makes her way out safely. You're still inside the building,
Just in time for a raid, Jim.
Another raid.
Welcome.
Woo, woo,
Yes.
woo.
Saving people from a burning building.
Thank you so much, guys. Welcome.
All right. It looks like you still have 2 actions left.
Okay, I'll make another perception check.
All right, you spend an action seeking.
That's only a 10.
10. Yeah, you're looking around. Smoke is really starting to billow up the stairs. The you shield your eyes from the flames. You don't see anything or anybody, and you waste one action and 1 breath.
Sure.
You have 1 left.
I'll head back outside.
All right, you go back outside. You realize this is probably as much good as I can do at the moment. Trevor, what do you do?
Well, first I stare mad at Reese because he's supposed to have double the breath. But I'm gonna look for someone.
All right, make a perception check.
Okay, that is 13.
13 is a failure, which is a success. Good job. You succeeded.
I've never been so excited to fail.
You are looking around. Now that Rias is gone, you're now sort of distracted by him. You hear the sounds of a barking dog coming from deep within the building.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm gonna take off for that dog.
You take off for the dog for your second action. You find yourself standing right. There's a gap, like a section of collapsed floor that has collapsed down into the basement. There's a couple of beams across this gap. You could try to acrobatics your way across to get to this dog that is like huddled up against the wall. Or you could try to coax it to you with a nature check. But it looks terrified and it's barking and it's looking around wildly. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to coax it with a nature check.
All right, so go ahead.
One. Come on.
Yes, that is a 4.
Yeah!
A 4. That's a failure, which for you is a success today. What's your total?
4.
The total's 4. That's
Yeah.
actually a critical failure, which is a critical success for you. The dog rushes and leaps the gap. So thankful to see a human to help it. It leaps into your arms.
A gnome, but it's okay, Jim.
Sorry, a gnome. You're right. You're correct. It leaps into your arms, and you're still inside the building because that was your third action.
Yes.
But you definitely can save this dog on your next turn.
Oh, I got you, buddy.
You take 2 points of fire damage,
No
which I
fire
believe gets negated by the rain.
Can I
cloud.
run in the building now?
No, you need to spend a whole round catching your breath. And
A whole
then the next
round,
round
okay.
you'll be able to rush in.
Got it.
Yes. But we are at the end of that round, so we will be rolling the flat check for the building.
Sink you. I want to sink you, Jim.
Okay, you can do that. You can
I don't
sink.
have stink. Wait, we got some donations in, guys.
Well,
Charnard
go on.
donated a stink for each player. Did we announce that already?
Ooh,
Oh, and then
No.
Brian Numinator gave a stink for Jim.
nice.
And Delirious
Thank you,
gave
guys.
4 sinks to Jim right now.
Oh,
goodness.
Gosh.
Oh my
4K.
goodness.
Sinks.
Got like 10.
4K.
Just got bad.
I'm gonna add another sync to that.
Okay, so I'm at
I'm
-2 so far.
I'll
I'm gonna-
add my new sink too.
-3 so far.
I'm gonna put 3 sinks.
-6 so far.
Make it a -7. I'll give up one of my sinks.
-7. So I'm at a -7, but my DC is 8. So
Oh God.
all right, here we go.
Oh.
It is a 7 on the die.
Yeah.
-7 is a 0. So
Have everyone.
when-
High fives. High fives.
When I critically fail, I deal minimum damage, so the building
building
takes
gets
6
health
points
back.
of damage, and all the DCs of everybody's actions are going to be reduced by 2 for the next round.
Yes.
You guys have contained the fire so
Oh my
well that
gosh,
it's actually going to
yes.
be easier for you to succeed
Wait,
on
no,
this next round.
I don't. Jim, make it harder for me to succeed.
Except for Trevor, who has somehow got himself into a weird backwards corner with wild magic.
I don't feel well.
We are at the top of the next round. Right now, Oopsie is outside. Rias is outside, Pipa is outside, and Kanshaka is outside. Before we get into the actions, Oopsie and Rias, do you plan on staying outside or going inside this round?
I'm going back in.
Oopsie's going back in. Rias?
I'm gonna go back in as well too.
You're going to go back inside. So you guys will both be in the second half of the round, leaving Pipa and Kanshaka, unless you guys wanted to rush it in two.
I can't. No, my con's down, like low.
All right. Pipa.
All right, once again.
Okay, guys, we saved 2 people already. We can do this.
And I'm going to roll 18 on the die plus my 9 is a lot.
27.
27.
I'll ask you a very important question, or ask the group a very important question. Does anybody want to give an edge to Pipa right now?
I give her my edge.
I don't have any edges. Yes, give me an edge.
I give her my edge.
Give me your dice.
With the total of a 28, it is a critical success.
Nice.
Your expert leadership makes everyone work efficiently and super effectively. Now I will increase the DC of the flat check for the fire by 3 instead of 2.
Nice.
So we're already up to DC 8 on top of whatever Kanshaka can pull off.
Yay. Come on,
Kanshaka?
Kanshaka, being a one-man fire brigade. We'll roll these dice. Black's fire, blue's bear. That's a natural 20 on the
Yes!
fire.
Oh my god!
And that's a 28 for the bear.
28,
God,
that is
yes.
that is a
Yes.
critical success.
Yes.
So
yes.
Barry manages to increase the DC by an additional 2. So now we're already up to DC 10. And did you say that you also had a natural 20 for your for maintaining the water?
Fire brigade, yep.
All right, Fire Brigade is on a critical success for you. You get an additional +4 to the DC. So that makes the DC 14. DC 14 check at the end of the round. The fire looks well contained, well in hand.
You're welcome.
High five. High five.
For those of you who are inside the building, Trevor, it costs you just one action and 1 breath to get outside. And then you got to decide whether you're going to just immediately leap back in or use the rest of your turn to recover breath.
I want to do a perception check to see if I hear anyone else real fast.
Okay, so you actually spend an action perceiving. Go ahead and make your perception check.
Nope. I got an 18 on the die for a 25.
25 is a critical success, which is a critical failure for you. So you actually spend 2 actions looking around. No, you don't see or hear anything. The dog is going wild, barking in your ear.
Okay, we're getting out of here.
That's like the size of you.
And I'm gonna fireman's carry this dog
All
out
right.
there.
You go rushing outside just as it looks like Oopsie and Rias are prepared to leap back into the action. And you've got the dog safely outside at the end of your turn. Now, Trevor, if there are still people to save on the next round, I will say that you're getting close to saving everybody. But if you have to rush back in next round, because you used all 3 of your actions this round, you would have to spend a full round outside to recover your breath before leaping back in.
Can I make this dog my animal companion?
No, it is not going to be your best friend forever.
He can ride him.
You're a barbarian.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
I can get an animal companion.
You already have one that's being burnt by our wrists.
I'm gonna charge in there and look around for a people.
All right, so you charge inside, use an action to perceive.
It's not bad. 18.
18 is a success. You hear the crying of a baby coming from somewhere upstairs.
Oh, well, I'm going up the stairs, Jim.
Okay. It takes you 2 actions. You use your first action to get up the stairs. You hear the crying still. It takes you another action to get to the baby. However, once you're to the baby, you'll be able to get it out of here pretty much with no problem. It's so deep. It takes you so long to get there. You have to spend the whole rest of your round and 2 breath So you've used 3 breath and 3 actions, but you get to the baby and you can see it's crying, it's wailing. It's right in front of you. Rias, what do you do?
Baby.
Perception. Let's see what I hear. 15.
15? Okay. You hear what Rias hears, or what Oopsie hears, and you're looking around. You see him go rushing off after the baby. You're like, maybe there's somebody else. You're confident with your perception check that there's nobody else in danger here. If you can get the baby out, you've saved everybody in the building.
I'll go up to help with Oopsie.
Okay, sure. So you just go for backup. You guys are both at the end of the round. You've reached this baby. If you can get out of here, perhaps everybody will save. But before that happens, the building burns a little more. And I roll first the flat check. DC 14 this time. That is an 8 on the die, which is a failure.
Yes.
The building takes minimum damage. You would say that the building's probably about 2/3 of the way to collapsing.
Oh, God.
So you guys are lucky that you were fighting well and that you've found the last of the people who need your help. Those of you still inside the building, Oopsie and Rias, I got some fire damage coming at you. 2 points for Oopsie, which I think it's negated by the rain cloud. And 2 points for Rias. And we go to the next round. What do you guys do outside? Pipa.
Encourage again.
All right.
This time I'm going to sing it. You guys are doing great, and we're gonna keep going because we're gonna take this fire out. Oh, maybe
Nice.
not. We'll see. 9 plus 6. 9, 15.
15. 15 is not going to do it. That is a failure. People are just like, they were actually, it was their previous success, and they're like, oh, the fire's almost out. So they start slacking off, and they're not working. Like, they're like, no, there's still danger. But they're just like, oh, no, look, it's fine. We've got this,
Oh, no.
They don't seem to realize the urgency is still there, and they're just completely ineffective this round. Perhaps Kanshaka can help out.
So, Barry is probably kicking butt. Best bear on earth. Probably should call him Smokey because it rolled the 22 on him. Throwing in that water where he belongs.
Oh, no. That does not look good.
Kanshaka, though, not his wheelhouse. Doesn't like fire that much.
What?
Might have rolled 1. You may have rolled 1.
Natural 1.
Do you have a roll? Do you have a reroll?
You do have a hero point.
Yeah, but
Got a hero
given the fact that I'm going to metagame, how much damage could this building actually take before they get out?
Like
Oh,
22 more
wow.
points before it
Yeah.
collapses.
I hope you get out the building.
Just
Kanshaka says,
reroll.
let them burn.
Oh my god.
Oopsie has a rain cloud.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay. Well, Kanshaka, with a critical failure, not only does the stream of water that you've been spraying all over the building and using it to effectively put out flames and dampen areas that weren't on fire to prevent the fire from spreading, suddenly the thing just shorts out. The little the stream cuts off to a dribble, and the machine that you're operating starts to spark, and you realize it'll be actually more difficult to operate when you try again. So you've actually sort of damaged it just a little bit.
Oh.
And we move on to Rias and Oopsie. Inside, there's just a baby. You know that all you have to do is use 2 actions and 2 breath to carry it out. But unfortunately, the building's also probably going to burn. So what do you do?
I used 2 of my 3 actions and
Okay.
2 of my 5 breaths and carry the baby.
All right. You get out of the building, baby in hand. Rias, are you just following behind?
I'm right behind him. Make sure he's good.
You guys are rushing for the exit. And I'll make the final flat check.
Oh.
I would like
Now
to use
for this
all.
one,
Oh, sorry.
we had 2 failures, which means that the DC is only 5.
Oh no, I don't have anything.
No,
Oh,
Barry.
God.
Barry was dope.
Oh, that's right. So the DC is 6. Barry was helpful.
Barry was dope.
DC 6 flat check. 7 or higher on the die.
Brag it.
Look, I do have a reroll I can give you to make sure you roll low.
You can't use your rerolls on me.
Damn.
That is a 10, which is a success, which means the building is going to take 6d6 points of fire damage.
Even if I did.
Oh, it's so close to
so many
collapsing.
dice!
10, 20,
Oh god.
Yeah, it's down.
26.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's a
no,
good
no,
looking
no,
building.
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
not
no,
down
no, no,
yet.
no.
2.
Nope.
Rias and Oopsie, you are rushing, baby in hand, personal rain cloud sputtering out overhead. You realize that this is it. You can see the exit, but you can hear like collapsing behind you. You can feel the flames just engulfing the entire building. Smoke chokes the air, cutting off your line of sight to the exit, but then suddenly you burst free. You get outside.
Oh, you're gonna make me
You get
eat
as
a baby,
far away
Jim.
from the building as you can with the baby in hand. It's crying and screaming, and people are rushing around you to take it. And just seconds after you get outside, the whole structure behind you implodes on itself. Plume of ash and smoke and dust rising up into the sky. You realize that had you not gotten out when you did, you surely all would have perished inside. But luck was on your side. You were true heroes today. You've saved everybody who was in there.
Oh, yay!
We will take a short break before coming back for our second half of the episode.
I use all
Good job,
3 of my
everybody.
actions to pet the dog.
You pet the dog successfully! No, you
Yeah.
fail because successes are...
Hi there, I am Bottomus, and this is my dancing bear, Philip.
Hi, I'm Peepa. I'm gonna sing you a song, and you're gonna feel great.
My name is Rias, and I do magic. I'm like a lizard. Hi, I'm Kanshaka from the Shaka Clan, and I really like bears. Do you like bears? Can we be friends and talk about bears? Hello, I am Sheog. I have a lot of fun plans, but mainly want to hurt you, but also want to ride the catapult. My name is Matt Mercer. Nary, and behind me you see lopping in this large brown bear, but he's special. He's wearing a nice red scarf that flows in the wind, and he's also got a stogie sticking out of his mouth because it's afternoon. My name is Fanray, and I've never done anything wrong ever. G'day, I'm Hawk.
Oopsie drive everything. Pickle?
And now the worst of them all. Hello, I'm Harry Plopper. I'm the boy who died. Seriously, can we just kill him? Now that's not everyone, but that's most of them, so tune in Friday at 6 p.m. for all the fun! Jim's gonna kill us.
Add the Sirenscape Online player to your virtual tabletop sessions for immersive sounds and epic music broadcast to your players in real time with seamless quality. The online player bridges any distance to bring your gaming group together. Get the Sirenscape Online player today at Sirenscape.com. There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms.
Black man?
The only one.
Hey everybody, welcome back to being live on the stream. We're just having an excellent conversation. However, because it is live on the internet.
You want a pickle, Jim?
Hey. All right, so I want to congratulate all of you fine heroes for saving the people of Cavaloshia and doing a great job and just being all around good people because I'm nice now. This is nice, Jim. And another nice thing that we'll do is talk with chat for a little bit. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Silent H was saying, basically, when we got the baby out, it says, Rhys smells the smoked infant, and his eyes dilate.
Oh, no.
Gross.
James with 3 babies will not end well. What does that mean?
It means you're gonna kill children?
Are you talking about the girl I punched in the face? This is a different show.
Silent H wants to know why you haven't killed any of us yet.
Well, I've just been unable. The dice haven't gone against you yet.
It's Lucas Martinez. We go live. Jared, you're the black man.
Oh no, they heard that part.
They heard that part, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, backstory. I was yelling at Lamar for saying things that he shouldn't say, and then I realized who I was talking to.
Guys, Alexis,
yeah.
I love.
I was trying to be PC overall.
We were trying to be good, but we failed.
We did on break. We did have a donation come in from Daniel Lenz.
Yeah, Daniel Lenz.
An edge to Pippa and Rhys.
Daniel Lenz.
And we had some follows and some sub action happen. We got a follow from Pterodactyl Tamer.
Oh, I like that
That's
name.
a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Indigo, was it Indigo Runsky, maybe?
Okay.
Sharnad gifted 2 subs. Delirious gifted some subs. Trill Surge resubbed for 30 months. Elite Trooper resubbed for 28 months.
30 months.
Crossbones gifted some subs.
Thank you, guys.
We're getting there.
And Silent H became the bit boss and gave, it just says Jim, but I wrote Dumb Jim.
Oh, okay.
A reroll, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He's trying to kill us, you guys.
Oh, well. What can you do?
You should definitely use those syncs on me, Jim.
No, that would be the worst way to use them. Have to use them on all of your allies.
He's gonna give you edges.
Yeah.
Just donate all my edges to Trevor Stone Rage.
It's the weirdest wild magic I've ever dealt with. And I died from one.
It's rough. This is a rough one. I will say that.
No, it's hilarious.
It's
the best.
funny.
It's funny. I've never been so excited to roll 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
Sure. We're switching it up. So, why don't we play some game? Let's play some game. Actually, wait, before we do that, I will point out that it looks like, I believe, when last time the bar went around, we had 315 subs. So if we can get that number up to 333, then for the remainder of the episode after we hit that point, all bonuses will be doubled. So your edges will be worth double, your sinks, your mercies, your overcharges, all of it. Except for the hero points. You can't re-roll your re-rolls, but whatever.
You said all bonuses.
Nope. Okay, moving on. So you are all standing outside this building. It is collapsed. It's on, people are sad that the building itself is gone. These were, well-established businesses, and this is their people's community. They you can start, but you rescued the people that were inside. So there's this sense of relief and elation from the surrounding people who are all checking on the people who have come out of the building, checking on you to make sure that you're okay. You guys are, those of you who had been inside, you clear out the smoke from your lungs, but regain your composure, and you're all largely unharmed, perhaps a little bit singed, but I believe that most of you had actually taken precautions against the flames. Though any of the elixirs or spells that you had used at this point will have worn off, except for, I believe there's the Salamander Elixir, which is a 24-hour one. Yep. Yes? All right. So what exactly does that one do? Just for my edification.
Oh. Let me bring it up for you, Jim Jam. No. Oh, I took it off my sheet. Hold on a sec. Salamander. Salamander Elixir. I'm protected from the effects of severe heat.
Okay, so it's almost like an endure elements kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna call out and go, whose dog is this? No one.
Oh, is Oopsie's dog? And he walks over to Rias.
I'm taking the dog.
Stares Rias in the eye. Opens his shirt.
There's two little girls who rush up to you, like, "Oh, you saved our dog! Thank you!"
Oh, no, this is actually my dog Benji. I just got him.
They start crying as you try to take the dog away from them. People are looking at you aghast.
Goodbye, children. No, I'm kidding. I'll give them their dog.
It's still over your shoulders?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attend to some of the people who are badly burnt with medicine checks and stuff.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and make a medicine check as you help out some of the people who are slightly injured.
12, 13. Not very good.
13. It's enough that, like, again, a lot of people had really only suffered some minor wounds, minor burns. You're able to help out quite a number of them.
Okay.
Who haven't suffered, and there's other people that are also helping, like some priests from the temple have arrived on scene at this point, and they're actually administering both standard medicine and using their magic to do the most good they can for people who are the most critical. One of the priests thanks you for your efforts, and before you go, he says, "Here, I can't do much for you, but for you might need this more than I do." And he actually places his hand just over your forehead and chants a short prayer, and you are now under the effects of... Yeah, sorry, I have to look it up because I wasn't planning on giving you a cool bonus.
Oh, Jim, you're so nice.
You are under the effects of Bless. And that will last for quite a while. Basically, it'll just give you a +1 bonus to attack rolls. You cannot cause it to emanate further from you. Like normally, if you cast a spell, you can actually increase its radius. But for you and for those standing directly next to you, you sort of have like this aura of +1 to attack rolls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone near me gets a +1 to attack.
Yes, but you have to be standing right next to Peepa to get that bonus.
Okay.
I would say thank you so much. I hope everyone's okay.
Surely they will be soon, thanks to people like you.
Hey, I got a question for
Yes?
anyone who's of authority. Hey, what started the fire?
I don't believe anybody knows what started the fire yet, though it does seem to have its have started in the near the city dump. I know all of the emergency crews are sort of converging on that spot to see if they can eliminate the source.
We need to go there now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what Lady said. She said, go get the fire, oopsie. And we get into fire.
Father, can you make sure everyone is okay while we go seek the fire?
I'm not your daddy, but yes, I can help these people.
Isn't he a priest? Sorry. I just like, okay. Let's go.
Reese would walk over to Oopsie. Like, yes, I know you asked me to look out for your friend. I believe he was fine inside my vest, but I did not see you come out after Trevor, and I wanted to go inside and make sure you were okay as well, my friend. He's fine.
Oopsie just opens his tunic, and this house cat lizard jumps right in there. And then he closes his tunic.
And he's fine. He doesn't appear to be harmed in any way. It looks
Occasionally
like,
a pickle comes up, and you see him put it on his shirt.
Got a shirt full of pickles and lizards.
Yep.
So what do you guys do next?
We need save more people or go fire.
It looks like thanks to your efforts, things here are pretty contained. Obviously, the building has collapsed, but thanks to you guys' efforts, it doesn't look like that fire will spread to surrounding buildings because you guys were doing your part to fight it. And it looks like the injuries are being tended to fairly well by the priests that arrived after the fire itself was out. So this area looks pretty secure, as well as secure as it can be at this time.
To the trash house.
Yes.
To the trash house.
Mm-hmm.
You're making your way out of Seamstress's Alley. So after securing Seamstress's Alley and saving many lives with your heroic interventions, you rush toward the city dump to help support the efforts there to fully neutralize the fiery threat to the city. As you are getting closer and closer to this area, you begin to see stranger and stranger things. A group of licensees is fighting a trio of rats that seem to be made entirely of living fire. Another group is trying to contain what looks like a cloud of sparks at first, but as you watch, you see that its pattern and cohesion to the movements indicates purpose and intelligence. You consider making your way to help either group. Before you can decide where you are most needed, you hear a roaring, crackling cry. Something that looks like a living pile of burning trash writhes into the middle of the street in front of you.
Boy.
Foul-smelling black smoke creates a haze around its form, but its hostile intent is quite clear as it begins lurching towards you, and it is time to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
How does initiative work for me, Jim Jam?
Same. There's no successes or failure for initiative, so
Okay.
you're just telling me whatever you get on the as normal.
Okay.
Initiative is what? Perception?
At this point, it would be perception.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20 or a 27.
That might go before James.
Somehow, I'm not going before everybody for perception. 24.
I got a
24. You guys generally get pretty good initiatives.
Do we, Jim?
I'm after Kanshaka with a Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Rias with a Michael Jordan. Who had a 26?
I did. Peep up. Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at there? Oopsie.
7.
Oh. Oopsie.
Oops. And I have a +5.
Oh no. Trevor, you see this pile of burning trash that is clearly like some kind of it has some kind of motive and intelligence as it just comes like barreling towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna reach in, pull out one of the frost vials.
Okay.
Frost vial moderate. And I am going to chuck it at this pile of trash.
You chuck it at the pile of trash. Now, this thing is surrounded by a thick, oily black smoke that makes it kind of difficult to pinpoint its exact location. And it has the concealed condition from you. So I'm going to need you to make a flat check on the die. And unfortunately, this is going to be incredibly hard for you because normally it's very easy to succeed on this, but not for you.
Okay. This is great. I love this Jim Jam. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 4 on the die.
A 4 on the die is typically a failure, but then I add 2 edges to your roll, making it a success, which is a failure.
I'm gonna use 2 sinks.
Oh no.
I have way more edges than you have sinks, bud.
Oh God.
More.
Make him use them. No, make him use them. Make him use them.
Oh,
So I used
no.
4 of my edges then to help you and boost you to a success, but oh no, a success is a failure. So you fail. This frost vial just goes sailing through the smoke, and it passes through the smoke and shatters in the street on the other side.
There's splash damage though.
Unfortunately, if you fail on the concealed condition, it says the effect doesn't affect you. So
that's cold,
Jim.
Why do you hate me, Jim?
That was just 2 actions. You drew the vial, you threw the vial. You do have 1 action left.
You can't ready an action in 2E, can you?
You can ready an action, but it actually costs 2 actions to ready an action that will happen later.
Cool, then I am just going to hold up my giant sword in front of me. And
all right, so you draw the sword.
Yep.
Draw the sword, and we move to Peepa.
How far away is this thing?
It's probably 30 feet away from you.
30 feet. And is there unattended objects nearby?
Sure, there's lots of unattended objects nearby.
Can I use my new spell?
That depends. What's your new spell?
Animated Assault.
You tell me what that does.
Okay, it's a 10-foot burst.
Okay.
Basic reflex save is your saving throw sustained up to 1 minute. Use your mind to manipulate unattended objects in the area, temporarily animating them to attack. The objects hover in the air, then hurl themselves at nearby creatures in a chaotic flurry of debris. Assault deals 2d10 bludgeoning damage to each creature in the area. Once subsequent rounds, you can sustain the spell, dealing 1d10 damage basic reflex save each creature in the area.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. It's a cool spell. You absolutely can do that. I just need to make a basic reflex save. And you said it's a 10-foot burst?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't actually, because it's a burst spell, you don't have to target the creature directly. So its concealed condition won't affect you. I just need to make that save.
Okay.
That is 29.
Oh my goodness.
Well, another spell that I put on you just fizzles out. And I guess...
Now hold on, because it doesn't take any damage this round, but you can sustain the spell over multiple rounds, correct?
Yes, let me look at it again. Sustain the spell. Yeah. Subsequent rounds.
Okay, so if you want, you can keep the spell active, and if it stays in that burst, it will then take damage later. Although if it moves out of the burst, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
Then I'll keep it active. And that was 2 actions. May I use my last action to inspire courage for everyone?
Does inspiring courage require concentration? Does it have the
boy.
concentrate trait?
Oh boy, let's see. Where are you? Oh, you're on the wrong spot. Sorry, I looked at the wrong spot. It doesn't. I don't. You inspire ally.
If it doesn't say, then it doesn't have it.
No, it doesn't say.
Okay, then yes, you can do that. Because the only reason that you wouldn't be able to is because you have to concentrate to sustain spells. So you can't concentrate on 2 things. But this doesn't say it has the concentrate trait. So yeah, you can do it.
Cool.
It works.
Great. Everyone gets a +1 to attacks and damage.
+1 to attack and damage.
And if you stand next to me, so let me ask you something. If they stand next to me, does bless stack on that as well with the
sure
attack?
Does.
Perfect.
It sure does.
Thank you.
Kanshaka.
Okay. What's the size of this thing? Is it?
It's a medium-sized creature, so it's not super big.
Okay. That's pretty much what I need to do. Khan walks up to like a patch of mud or something.
Okay.
He kind of sticks his foot into it and says, "This is stupid," and casts Sea Surge.
Ooh.
Sea Surge conjures a 5-foot thick, 10-foot high, and I'm going to make it 15-foot wide wall that moves 60 feet of water. It's pretty much a tidal wave.
Whoa!
From a mud puddle.
Now, here's the thing, Jim. There is no stats on here if it does any damage.
Okay.
So what happens is that he has to make a save, which I'll figure out what that is in a second. If it fails, it knocks prone. If it fails, the kid knocks prone. If it's a critical failure, it gets pushed 20 feet and takes 3d6 bludgeoning. But the whole purpose of this is to push the fire and the soot away. That's what.
Sure. Gotcha.
So you as DM can determine what the rest of that is. But you have to beat my spell DC of 19.
What kind of save was that? Reflex?
It is a... What kind of save is this? Fortitude.
Fortitude save. So this wall of water just goes rushing forward, slamming into this creature. It's 28.
Oh my gosh.
Total of 28 to save.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Are you rolling high, or is it just a really high bonus to save?
It's both. It has good bonuses, and I'm rolling pretty good.
I have no say.
Okay, that's fine. It's not getting pushed over. But Jim, does anything happen because it did get hit with water?
I will tell you what.
That's
yes.
I didn't think anything
doesn't
else
take
was
any
gonna happen.
damage.
I didn't think so.
The magical damage, it's not going to take any damage. However, I will say that because the flames just come roaring back to life almost immediately. However, you momentarily suppress them just long enough to keep that cloud of smoke out of the way, so it is no longer concealed until the start of your next turn. So it does not have concealment for 1 turn.
That's pretty much all I was looking for. Thank you, Jim.
No worries, it's all good. Excellent spell. Very cool stuff. Rias, what do you do, my friend? It's no longer concealed. This might be your moment.
Yeah, I saw that giant wave of water from a puddle water go hit that thing. It's no longer concealed. I'm going to throw a moderate frost vial at it.
All right, throw away, my friend.
So +1 from Peepa, and to actually hit with these things, it's another +1, so I'm getting a +2, additional +2 on this guy. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will miss.
Oh
miss.
no!
This thing is tough. Yeah.
Oh no!
You guys are fighting in the big boy leagues now. You're level 3. That is a miss.
Hey, Jim.
Yes.
Delirious gifted a sub, but a tier 2 sub.
Tier 2 sub, you say?
To Deacon Stable. Yeah.
Ooh. Excellent. That is going to give an overcharge to 1 random person. I'll roll the d6 right now.
6, 6, 6, 6.
It is a 2. So that is actually going to be an overcharge to Lamar.
Thank you very much.
Can you
Remember, those
remind us?
overcharges give you bonus
Yes.
damage, so...
Oh, that's what it is. Bonus damage. Okay.
Yeah, bonus damage for overcharges. It's your level, so plus 3 damage. That's pretty hefty.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Excellent job. Rias, it was you grabbed a vial, you threw a vial, you have 1 action left.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach down. I've got another vial. It's a smaller one, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the vial and just be ready for the next
All right,
round.
you pull out a vial, getting ready for your next attack. And now we move on to a very special turn.
Oh,
A turn we like to call Jim Jam's turn. And I did notice that wave of water came from Lamar. And this creature does not like getting hit by a wave of water. So it just comes bubbling putridly towards you, Lamar. You can it just smells like burning trash and sludge, and it lashes out at you with part of its amorphous form. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw an edge on that, because why not?
Boo. That's what I say to you.
Yeah. 2 hits. That is a 22.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and say you hit, Jim.
All right, so it lashes you, slamming into you. First of all, this it basically hits you with trash, dealing some bludgeoning damage. That is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And it burns. You catch fire just a little bit. And you're going to be taking 1d6 points of persistent fire damage at the end of your turn until you put that fire out. It doesn't deal anything now, but at the end of each of your turns, until you put out the persistent damage, you're going to take some fire.
Wow.
Ow!
Yeah, it was 1 action to get to you, 1 action to smack you, and then it sort of lashes out, not just at you, but at everybody. It seems to have, it's not quite mindless, but its violence is not targeted so directly. So you see it lashes at you, smacking you, hurting pretty bad. Your clothes catch on fire, and then the other side of it just kind of bubbles up, and this burning glob of tar-like substance comes sailing through the air, and then it's going to come in at Rias. So it launches this ball of embers at Rias. And I'm going to throw an edge on that one, too, because I got him. And I like him. So here comes this ember ball. But that is only a total of 11 to hit, which I believe is a miss. And since I missed, I'll use my hero point to heroically try again.
Oh, no!
That's a lot better with a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, Jim. Yeah.
All right, so this gob just smashes into you, and the initial damage is only 4 points of bludgeoning damage, but this tar-like goo is now stuck to you, and it's burning, and you also are going to be under the effects of persistent fire damage until you can put that out. That is the third of its actions, which means that we are on to Oopsie.
First action, I want to look at this fire creature. I just want to scream, no burn, go. And I want to try and intimidate it using my intimidating glare, meaning I do not need to speak its language.
You just look at it very viciously.
And hey, that's pretty good. I'm gonna add my 2 edges to that to get it to a 21.
21 is a success, so I believe I am frightened 1.
Haha.
Be scared, trash monster.
Nice.
I'm scared. You
Second
somehow
action?
scare this terrible ball of trash.
Second action, I will. I'm gonna pull out my sling.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire a bolt in there just to smack it in the face. You know,
All
like
right,
you do a dog
fire a
with
bolt.
paper. You say no.
Fire away.
16 plus 9, Jim. 25.
25 will do it. That is a hit.
For a total of 5 damage.
5 points of damage. You smack this thing good. It actually quivers in pain. This thing does have some kind of intelligence, and it can feel things. And it is not happy. But what can it do? Those are the rules of the game. We move to the top of the next round, and Trevor, it is your action first.
Okay.
Trevor, we did just get a BDBB from Sarah BC1 giving you a reroll.
Hey.
Good on your turn.
First action, Trevor is going to rage. So
Okay. He gets mad.
Yeah, so you hear him go, ah! And then he is going to try to strike down this pile of garbage.
All right, so you rush the pile. You rage, you rush the pile, and then you strike.
+1.
That's a 3 on the die for an 11.
Oh, wait, good.
Does an 11 not hit, which means hit?
+1 from me.
So 12, does a 12 not hit means hit?
A 12 is a failure, which means you actually hit it. It's really great, though, that Peepa gave you that +1, because otherwise it would have been a critical hit.
Wait, I used my sync.
Oh, no, it's too late.
Shit, sorry.
Roll your damage.
Damn.
That is 20 damage.
Ooh, God.
Damn.
Okay.
Nice.
20 points of damage.
Wait, okay,
this thing,
so-
yeah, you just...
Jim, I want to
into
know
it.
if I'm doing this right. So I normally have a +3 to damage. When I'm
Okay.
raging, that adds 6, or no, it adds
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
And then my giant instinct adds another 6. So it's 1d12 plus 11.
That sounds correct to me.
Okay,
Yes.
then that is 20 damage.
Yeah, barbarians hit hard.
Plus
In
one
second
from
edition as
Peepa?
well.
Oh,
Plus
plus
one
one,
from me.
21 damage.
21 points of damage. All right,
and then
yeah, you crush into it pretty hard.
oh yes, and I get another attack at a minus.
Well, you had to move to get to it because it didn't come up to you. It was up near. It was at Kanshaka. So.
I have a 9-foot sword.
No, you don't have. No,
It's a flavor sword.
you had to move to it. That's just the way it works. You have very stubby arms.
What am I, a T-Rex, Jim?
Yes.
Baby T-Rex.
That's
I
fine.
gotta
I
watch that
end my turn.
That's
Great,
right, you
man.
do. It is Peepa's
Russia.
turn.
That was great.
Is it still in the burst or not anymore?
No, it did move out because it went to attack Kanshaka. So.
Got it. Okay. I'll just use. Is there anything else around that I can hurl at this thing with my telekinetic projectile?
Oh yeah, sure. There's lots of junk all around. Yeah.
Okay, let me try and see if I can do that. Nope. 9 plus 3 is not going to do it. So 12.
No, that is not gonna do it.
I'll
Piece of junk goes
continue
flying.
singing.
And you continue your song, making it Kanshaka's turn. The smoke that you had suppressed with the water suddenly billows up around this creature as the trash that makes up its form reignites, and causes this foul-smelling smoke to roil off of it. But you helped out. You can see that you really helped Trevor there. So what do you do?
Personal rain cloud.
Personal rain cloud. Yeah. Where's the personal rain cloud going?
On the trash monster.
On the trash monster. Okay. Let me make sure I look that up real quick just to see if I can do anything about it. Oh, come on, open that page. Open it up.
You get your own little rain cloud.
I would get a reflex save.
But it would be lowered by 1 because it's frightened.
That's true. It is lowered by 1 because it is frightened. So I'm going to try to reflex save against the cloud. That is a natural 1.
Ah!
So I'm going to re-roll it. Not much better. That is a total of 19.
I am 19.
No.
So that goes to the defender, so that I managed to avoid the rain cloud.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Can I put an edge on it?
You could sink if you had a sink.
Can I borrow sink from somebody?
I don't have any.
Hey,
I'm not gonna give you mine.
Hey, Trevor. Hey, Trevor, you want to sink that real quick?
Only if you let me ride your bear.
There's a fee, but yes.
Oh, the fee is giving you the sink.
Oopsie, driver. Not Trevor.
Yes, you can ride. It's a young bear, so you're not gonna go far.
That's fine. I give him the sink.
All right. That means that it's going to dampen its smoke cloud, and I won't get my concealment back ever, which I hate because my concealment was really going to mess Trevor up big time.
Also, is it weak against water or anything like that?
It does not have weakness to water, unfortunately, so it won't take damage.
Okay, and so the second thing Khan's gonna do is he's going to stop, drop, and roll, which he's going to do a single action, which is just kind of like do a twirl while he's falling.
Make it look so good.
A suicide drop.
Yeah.
Whatever they.
Death
I
drop.
know that if you're taking persistent damage and you take an action, it gives you...
Yeah.
I believe it just reduces it to a DC 10 check. So it's normally... So at the end of your round, you take 1d6 points of fire damage, which is 3 this round. And then you automatically make a DC 15 flat check, but because you stopped, dropped, and rolled, you took an action, you can reduce that to a DC 10. So you need 11 on the die or higher in order to put out the flames.
Oh, it's magical. Crap. That's a 19 on die.
Nice.
All right, so you managed to put out the flames. You will no longer take persistent damage. You did take the 3, though, before that happened. So
That is...
I like to imagine that he used that little puddle that he was in earlier.
Just roll around in the
Splashed
mud.
it on him a little bit. Sarah, BC1, donated for 5 more sinks
Oh my.
for Chew.
Whoa,
Nice.
she's really trying to make that wild
feels
magic
bad, I
work
think.
for you.
Oh, it's a great. I
Hey.
realized how amazing this wild magic is because when I hit my 3rd hit at a -10, it's gonna be a crit.
Oh.
It's almost guaranteed.
Oh wow.
Jim's not going to let you hit 3 times, though. Watch.
Yeah, watch me just ruin everything. Rias,
Why?
it is your turn.
Reyes is on fire, but I've got that other potion bottle vial in my hand. I'm gonna chuck it. If I can
Okay.
hit speed again with it. Once again, 4 on the die. So
Do you have a reroll?
again. Nope. That's only a 10, so I miss it again.
You miss again.
If only you were me.
I know, right?
If only we were all
Yeah.
able to fail so eloquently.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna reach down to my water skin, uncork it, and just pour it on top of me to put this water out.
Pour water on yourself?
Yes.
All right, that is going to reduce this. Okay, so your first thing that happens is you'll take 6 points of fire damage from the persistence, but then you'll roll a flat check. And I'll say that since you actually poured water on yourself, we'll reduce it to a DC 7. So you need 8 or higher on the die.
Okie dokie, here it comes!
Oh no.
Number 1. That's the worst. You remain on fire. You're just like splashing water around ineffectively. It's not getting on you. It's a real problem. You are still aflame.
That's all of it. I threw the potion, drew the water flask, and poured it on myself.
Alrighty, so that means it is my turn, and this creature begins to like bubble up. And as it does, it blasts a cloud of flaming sharp shrapnel all around it, meaning that Trevor and Kanshaka need to make a reflex save.
Oh,
Even
my
if
God.
I'm on the ground?
Oh
Yep.
God.
All right, just checking.
Roll out of the way. Just roll out of the way.
Where's my
I'm gonna re-roll that natural 20.
Oh,
no.
That's awful.
Yeah, for a 4, and it makes it a 10.
All right.
I have a dirty 20.
Okay.
No, 21.
The
Sorry,
dirty-
21.
Oh. Is
14
it?
plus 7 is 21. Sorry.
All right. 21 is a pass, so you take half damage. 10 is a critical failure, which is a critical success, so Trevor takes no damage.
Nice.
The total was 7, so you take 4 points of piercing damage from the shrapnel, Lamar.
Khan's not doing well.
And then this thing just lashes out again, trying to slam it a piece of itself, like a piece of burning, flaming, like scorching rebar into Trevor's skull.
Oh no, you don't need to do. There's a rain cloud from someone else.
Oh goodness, Trevor.
Oh God.
31.
Jim, what
wait.
if this fire creature felt really guilty about itself?
I don't believe that they are right next to you because you stayed back to use your sling.
I don't think I have to be. Are they within 15 feet of me?
No.
Fine.
I'm gonna sync that twice,
Jim
so
found
it's
the-
Okay.
a 29, but that hits.
Oh my God.
But I assume that a 29 would not be a critical hit.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so I'll just deal normal damage.
Yeah,
You have edges, Jim.
Like,
have edges.
shut up,
Well-
Jared!
Let me ask you this. Did you take into account that your armor class is reduced by 1 when you're raging?
God, I hate you, Jim.
Oh
Damn.
no!
However,
God.
I also have to take into account that I'm frightened 1. So it actually evens out thanks to Oopsie's intimidating glare.
I love you,
Still just a
Jared!
regular hit. All right. The bludgeoning damage is going to be 9 plus 3, 12 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oh my
and you are
God.
on fire.
Oh
so
my
at the end of your
God.
round, you will be taking persistent fire damage. But it was 2 actions to do my Noxious Burst, 1 action to Burning Lash you, which means that it is now Oopsie's turn.
Do I have to spend an action to both draw and move, or can I draw as part of a move?
I believe that it's 2 separate actions now. Unless you have Quick Draw.
I don't. I'm going to draw my glaive,
Sure.
get within 10 feet of it, so I have my reach, but still I'm out
Gotcha.
of immediate threat. And swipey swipe with the glavey glaive.
Okay.
On Norse Foundry dice. All right, 15 on the die plus. Do I still get the 1 from Pipa?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Pipa's
Yep,
maintained
I'm still
it. So
singing.
16 plus 6. 22, Jim.
22 hits.
For a total of 6 slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage. You guys are wearing this thing down, but it is still alive. Trevor, you're on fire. You're probably even more mad than you have ever been, but it is your turn.
Oh, I don't care about the flames. This garbage is going down. And I'm gonna attack it 3 times.
All right.
I'm gonna re-roll that natural 20.
Oh my God.
Why am I rolling so good tonight?
Oh my God.
Out of any night. Okay, yeah, I don't. Does a 24 hit you?
A what?
Does a 24 succeed
Yeah.
/ fail?
So that succeeds / fails. Your first attack.
Okay. Cool. Not upset. Yes. Does a 7 miss / hit you?
I reduce my armor class. I flop to the ground and become helpless. No, yes.
Is a 7 critically
Don't forget my
failing
one.
/ succeeding? I added your one.
Okay.
That actually would critically fail, so you critically succeed.
Yes, get him.
So 12, 11, 15. Does a 30 damage.
Oh my god.
30 points of damage?
Yes.
God. Okay. It's still up.
Okay, it's not gonna be up for long. Oh, that's a 4 on the die for a -10, which makes it a 2. Does a 2 critically hit you?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's max damage on the die! 24 plus 11. Wait, hold on. So 12 plus 11 is 23. Does a 46? You dumb garbage, Jim!
Yeah, you got him good. You got him
my
good.
God.
You just sweep this thing into a scattering cloud of filthy, disgusting garbage. The remaining mass of it explodes.
Right.
And I need everybody,
Oh shit.
meaning Mr. Chu, Mr. Oopsie, and Mr. Kanshaka to make another reflex save.
Oh good. I'm not there.
Oh, that's a nat 20 for 27.
All right, that's a critical success. You're good.
Nope.
6. Does a
15?
14 fail?
A 14 fails, but not
15?
critically, so you succeed.
Okay.
And a 15 fails. So I got a fail for Oopsie, a success for Trevor. Trevor, you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage. Oopsie, you're going to take 15 points of piercing
Gonna
damage.
mercy that,
Oh my
You
gosh.
can mercy that to reduce it by 3.
and I don't think
And-
my thing can come into play, right?
No, because it's not attacking anybody.
All right.
It's just it explodes when it dies. Trevor, however, you are persistently on fire as well.
Oh,
So you're going to take
yeah.
5 points of fire damage, and I need you to make a flat check.
I'm still on.
This will actually be a very easy one for you because of the way the reversal is.
That's an 8 on the die.
So that would normally be a failure, but it's now a success. You are no longer aflame. You are not on fire.
Yeah.
Jim, we're being raided again.
Yeah.
Welcome. What's
Hey.
happening?
Hi guys. Welcome.
Jim, I'm
Hey,
currently still on fire
everybody.
too.
That's true. Rias is on fire. So Peepa, you see this trash elemental explode.
Yeah.
The danger appears to be over, except for the fact that old Rias
Yep. I'm gonna heal.
is on fire.
I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna
Wait,
cast.
I so hurt. Oh God.
Okay, I heal.
Okay, who
I
are you
heal
soothing?
everyone. I'm gonna soothe Rias first off. Right, he's
Okay.
far worse. You look far worse.
He's literally on fire right now. So
oh
yes,
no, yeah.
he's
He's
bad.
gonna, I'm gonna drench him
That's
and
bad.
heal.
Drench
Okay, here
you
we
and heal.
1d10.
You have a misunderstanding of how heal works, I think.
Wait, and I get to increase it by. I'm gonna heighten it. Here we go.
You have a spell slot of the appropriate level to heighten it.
I do.
Okay.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I rolled the wrong die. Jesus. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I'm on the spot. Okay. Oh, that's awful. 6, 7, 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15.
15. Okay.
And then I'll
hold on.
do. Sorry, go ahead.
So because persistent damage is ticking pretty consistently, so we're still in initiative order. So you've used 2 actions to soothe. You have 1 action left, but if you don't want to do anything else, we're still handling this in turns.
Okay. So that's it, because the thing is dead. So okay.
All right, Kanshaka, do you have anything that you can do in 3 actions to either help yourself or help Rias, who is aflame?
I moved the personal rain cloud. Wait, does that work like that? Because it blows into
I don't think you can move it. I think it targets a creature and that's it. So if you can cast it again, you could cast it again, but it's not something that you could just move on to somebody else.
Okay, I keep thinking of other things. Khan's gonna look upon the crew. How damaged do we look as a crew?
You can make a medicine check if you'd like.
That's a 16 on the die. I don't think he's very good at medicine.
Sure, that even
dirty 20.
Sure, no, you can basically tell. I mean, Rias is on fire, but he actually looks like his wounds are mostly dealt with thanks to Pipa. Trevor looks like he's a little beat up, but I don't know. Trevor, you tell me how bad is Trevor looking?
Oh, if you were to scale this on like a 1 to a 52, I'm at a 31.
All right, Khan moves pretty much where the idea is that he's within 30 feet of everybody.
I get what you're doing.
And then he cast heal heighten 1. So everyone gets healed for 16.
Nice.
Ooh. Cool.
I got wrecked.
I'm back at full.
I'm gonna add
feeling a little bit better.
My mercy to that. That's a +3, right?
Okay. No, but you can basically recover 3 hit points with a mercy. So.
Okay. Yeah,
that's good enough. Then we will move on to Rias' turn. Rias.
Oh wait,
what do you got?
Gonna be, I don't think nature's really talking to me much right now. I could be a bear, but I can't do any of the cool stuff I've been doing because it's a lot of fire, dude. This is not really what we're all about. And I was like, fire is really natural. Like, it happens. Just letting you know. Also, if you just get on the ground and roll around in the mud, it really helps the whole fire thing. Magic doesn't need to solve everything. Sometimes you just need to eat a berry.
No, I'm gonna take that advice. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna roll around in that mud.
You're gonna roll around in the mud. Okay. So you stop, drop, and roll. You take 1 point of fire damage, and now you can make a DC 10 flat check.
Bam. Oh my god. Oh, it's a not 1.
What?
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so he's rolling around, but the flames are all over it.
This is not working. It's not working.
Oh my gosh.
So at this point, because you're just gonna keep burning until you succeed. So you're stop, dropping. If you're gonna continue rolling around, you can reduce your flat check to 10. You can have one other person assist you in trying to pat out the flames to reduce it to a 5. Does anybody want to do that?
Oh, I would love to smack him. I mean, help him take out the flames.
So Trevor rushes up and he's trying to smack the flames out. Rias, you take 6 points of fire damage, and you now need to make a DC 5 flat check.
That's a 13, Jim.
Yay!
Okay, so thanks to Trevor just smacking the flames out as you're rolling around,
My goodness.
you managed to get the flames out. You are no longer on fire. Trevor is still smacking you for some reason.
Yes, long after the flames are gone.
No more smacking.
No, wait, I thought I saw one on the back of your head.
No.
Oopsie, drive in the mud too. I drop in the puddle and roll around like everybody else.
I'm not gonna do that, weirdos.
I get up and I chase Peppa to give her that hug now.
No. She runs. I'm just running around circles around Trevor and Reus.
You guys, we gotta go to that dump site. Oopsie, I'll take that hug though. I missed the touch of another person.
No, hug for Peepa.
Oh. Okay. No, that's fine. I wouldn't hug me either.
I'm still running.
When Trevor says I wouldn't hug you either, Khan's leading Barry over. Like, you wanted that ride, right?
Yes. Oh God. And Trevor's gonna jump on with his great sword out in like a full point, as if he's He-Man. I have the power.
You did destroy a trash monster. That was a flame.
Oh,
Quite impressed, my friend.
Barry looks at you, Kanshaka. You can just see the sadness in his eyes that he's been reduced to this.
I give the look. I know, buddy.
You're gonna have to give him so many treats later.
To the trash home.
Wait, how does Reus look? Reus, how do you look?
Reus is okay. You got me up to full health, and then I took a little bit of fire.
Okay.
Reus is slightly scorched and covered in mud, but my pride is hurt. But other than that, I shall be.
Other than my pride is fine.
Yes.
Let's go.
So you head off. After just slaying the burning trash monster, you head off towards the dump, hoping that soon you can actually put to rest whatever is actually causing this calamity and save the city of Cavaloshia. Before we get too deep into that particular task, why don't we go ahead and turn our attention to chat?
Oh.
Talk with them for a little bit.
Do it.
What it be like, chat? How y'all be? I'm having a good day.
Crossbone says a bolt of lightning flashes and strikes the sword and kills Trevor.
Oh my god.
You die.
Real POTUS saying, Crossbear would say, stop, drop, and troll.
It's pretty good.
We are 11 subs away, guys.
Oh my
so
goodness.
And I don't know if you
That
guys
is right.
saw.
If we can hit 333, all bonuses will double for the remainder of the episode.
No. So Shao said if we hit 333, they'll double for the week.
Oh.
That's all the shows.
So Shal's not my dad.
Oh.
Dad. No, I don't
just know
remember
what
So
Shal
Shal
says.
asking me about this. I guess. Fine, whatever.
Oh.
I'm nice GM Jim, so I guess.
I'm a nice guy. Let me burn you with fire.
Hey, there has to still be a game to play.
Well, that was technically my fault. I only rolled a nat 1 on 2 times of not catching on fire.
I wish I could roll in that one.
Speaking of subs, that girl that plays has resubbed for 15 months, so thank you very much. And Delirious 2019 gifted 5 subs. He's really reaching for that goal.
He's gonna get us there.
Can we hit it? We're also being followed now by Mirasmila.
Thank you.
That's fun, man.
What up, everybody?
Daniel, we're saying if we get to 333 subs, let's make Jim double the bonuses for next week.
Oh.
Okay, I mean,
So everybody does the job for our show.
It's the
and
same
they get
cast?
bonuses?
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, the next time all 5 of you play together.
Oh. I love how
then
you're
we'll
never
double
going to have that
those.
happen.
And I'll just never schedule you together again.
No. That's mean.
He's gonna go to the dump.
Yep,
All right.
I'm going to keep
If we're
riding
ready.
Barry and Barry Manilow, and we're going to go to the dump.
To the dump.
All right, to the dump.
Take
to
it
the
a
city dump.
Hey,
To the home
Jim.
of the trash.
Hey, Jim. It's
You can
because
make
I'm
it-
not
yes, sir.
familiar with this. Does short resting do anything for my spells as a druid?
10 minutes of rest
Gives me my
gives you the
primals.
opportunity to, if you have used any of your focus points, you would get them back. There are also some other things, like you can use treat wounds in a 10-minute rest to help to try to stitch people up and give them some hit points back. There are some other things, like there are some other feats and stuff that allow you to do things with a 10-minute rest, but Otherwise, no.
That's fine.
Otherwise, you're just a dude who can turn into a bear.
I mean, that's not the worst thing for Con.
All right.
Wait.
So, you rush towards the city dumps, and as you are there, like, there is flame still jetting up into the sky. You see burning chunks of ash and detritus just go spewing out. It's almost like looking into an active volcano where like you can see the lava just come spurting up out of everywhere, except it's this giant hole in the ground in the middle of the mostly empty city dumps, because most of the trash has actually already been thrown into this pit that leads down into the into a portal that goes to the elemental plane of fire that is clearly on the fritz now. You find that there are emergency responders, other licensees, and magic users all over the place, hastily and frantically working to contain the towering column of otherworldly flames that erupts from the middle of this great trash heap where Cavaloshia's city dump used to be. You aren't entirely sure what the plan is, but you do see a group of workers are struggling to push a cart laden with some kind of glowing dust towards the pit. Waves of flame and scorching pulses of energy frustrate their efforts, pushing back against them. Looking around the pit, you see that there are 3 teams attempting the same task with great difficulty. A woman in scorched robes swoops down from above, clearly exhausted and breathing heavily, and she says, "The carts, they have to get to you gotta get to the pit. They have to enter. You just help them get the carts however you can." And then she rushes back up into the sky to chase down this clump of darting like fiery bats that are trying to swarm around one of her colleagues. She says, "Help those teams quickly, go." What do you do?
Oopsie, drive the carts.
Yeah.
Oopsie, drive the carts.
Jump out in time and not go in the fire hole.
Don't go in the fire hole, no.
You said there's 3 carts they're trying to dump into, and then she's battling bats above?
Yeah, there's people everywhere. Some are battling elemental creatures, trying to keep them from escaping. Some are literally just trying to use magic and other means to contain the fire and like push it into a contained area. And others are trying to get these carts laden with some kind of glowing dust towards the pit, but they're just being pushed back by waves of energy and pulses of waves of mirage wind. And you can see that they're having a great amount of difficulty in succeeding. What do you do?
Go to the cart.
Khan turns into a bear and goes to the cart.
Yeah.
All right. Kanshaka morphs into a bear and goes lumbering towards the first cart. You see that there are a group of dwarves, soot covered, their clothes singed. These clearly aren't licensees. They look like just workers, like they're not in armor, they don't have weapons or anything. They're trying to like shoulder this cart forward, but they just keep getting pushed back. They look like they're about ready to collapse. You turn into a bear, Kanshaka, and go just barreling forward and try to help them push. Peepa, is there anything you want to be doing there?
Yeah, I'm gonna help push too.
Okay. Now I will say that you could help push, or you could try to rally the workers and boost their morale if you wanted to use your social skills.
Yeah, let me do that because I've got a 0 in strength.
Okay. So why don't you make a diplomacy check?
Okay.
Come on, everyone. We can do this all together. Let's be a group.
I'm gonna use that hero point. Thank you for the hero point.
Uh-oh.
Rolled a 1. Rolled a 1.
I'll go ahead and sync your reroll just for funsies.
No! 20!
Dirty 20 or 20 on the die?
No, 20 on the die. Adam Con, you can look at it.
All right, I trust you. You don't
I
lie,
promise.
as far as I know.
I promise.
I trust you, Peepa. So that is a critical success. Everybody who attempts to help push this cart is going to get a +2 bonus, thanks to Peepa's morale-boosting speech. Kanshaka is helping push. Oopsie, what are you going to do?
You said there's 3 carts?
3 carts, yes.
I'll push on a different cart.
You go to one of the other carts, and you're going to help out another team. It looks like another team of licensees. They look severely wounded. They've probably been through quite a few battles to get to this point, and they look like they could use some medical attention, although just helping them push would also be useful. So you can either just help push, or you could try to actually heal them up and patch them up. It's up to you.
Gosh darn it.
As in, like, the treat wounds action?
Treat wounds or magical healing, any way that you could actually help soothe their burns.
Oh.
I mean, the cart is more important at this point.
Okay, nope,
than
that's
the people.
totally valid. Totally valid tactical decision. You just try to shoulder into the cart, so you're going to be pushing. Kanshaka's going to be pushing Rias.
I'm gonna follow my little buddy Oopsie over to that cart as well too.
Okay.
And all the while, just to help him out, or even just one of the other guys, I'm gonna cast guidance.
Okay, casting guidance will give you can give Oopsie a little +1 bonus to his athletics check to try to push this cart.
And as soon as I do that, I'm gonna try helping to push as well.
Sure. Your action this round would be to move basically and cast the spell, but then you could try next time to try to help push if they need it. Trevor, what would you like to do this round?
I'm gonna go to that final cart and try to do diplomacy on them.
Okay. I see. I know exactly what you're doing. You're intentionally failing.
James.
All right, here we go.
He's
He's learned how to work this wild magic in his favor. Go ahead and roll. All right, so let's roll for the cart helpers. Go ahead. We'll start with you, Trevor. Go ahead and roll your diplomacy check.
It's almost like this is my worst skill. Oh, yes, a 2 on the die.
Yeah.
+2 for diplomacy makes a 4.
All right, so this team, you can see that a lot of the ground is super broken in front of them, and it looks like there's actually some kind of like sludgy, like there's the ground like shimmers, almost like it's under some kind of magical effect here. It's slowing up these people, but you decide that you're just going to inspire them with your rousing speech, and they hate hearing your voice so much that they actually push harder to get away from you.
If you don't do this, we're all gonna die.
And they get the cart halfway to where it needs to be thanks to your success.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need an athletics check from Oopsie now to see if he can push with his team. Although you note that your team is having a hard time helping, but they're still giving it their all.
And I get a +1 from Adam
From
Con?
guidance, thanks to Rias, yes.
Ooh. It's not the worst. It's not great. It's only I can't math right now. 13? 14 with the +1.
14 is unfortunately a failure. It looks like, you're the people that you're helping, they're trying to keep up. One of them just kind of like collapses. He picks himself up. He's like, no, I can do this. Let's go. And you're struggling, but then there's this pulse of energy, and you make just a tiny bit of progress, then get shoved backwards away from the pole.
Oh, no.
That takes us to Kanshaka the bear. You are also getting a +2 bonus to your athletics check to push this cart.
Can I also have
inspired.
Barry assist me?
Double bears.
You can. Barry can also have Barry make a check, and if he passes his check, you'll get an additional bonus to yours.
Okay, so you said athletics?
Yep.
Athletics is based on strength. 3. Does he have proficiency? I don't know. I think he just uses mine. So he's actually slightly better. So black me, blue Barry. Oh, not bad. I have a 17 on the die, plus my athletics would be 24, and then Barry would be 27.
Okay. Barry is able to assist you, giving you a +1 bonus to your check. So that takes you to a 25, I believe.
Oh God, something's happening.
Wait.
10 gifted subs just came in from Penguin Witch Doctor. In addition,
Penguin Witch Doctor.
donation for 5 edges to Jim from
Nice.
Kitsy723.
Oh, no.
And he says if Jim doesn't use them tonight, he has to use them for Skesslin on Monday.
Very cool. Have we hit that And we
I
hit
think
that
we're
goal
one
for the
away by my
333.
We are
Did we
one
hit
away.
333?
Just one? Oh my goodness.
Guys,
Wait
we're
for the
one
bar
away.
switch.
Oh God, we're all like
It's a
sitting here
32.
waiting for it to change.
Change
Subway.
bar. Ooh,
Oh,
there
there's
it is.
Gangnam Style.
There it is.
Gangnam Style.
This is delirious. Came in.
All of our stuff doubled.
All
for the rest.
bonuses doubled, and I just got an extra 5
Ah.
Ugh.
edges.
Oh no! Come on.
Yeah, but Jim, so I have a 25. I have a bunch of edges too. Since everything doubles, right? I'm going to use
Yep.
all 4 of my edges to push that to a 29 to push the cart.
Okay, that is a critical success.
That's
So
bam.
both bears just like shoulder into this cart and begin driving it forward. And you drive it so hard and so fast that it actually, you get all the way to the edge of the pit. And you are ready to dump this payload of glowing dust. You don't even know what it is, but you've got it. And if you can get it dumped into the pit on the next turn, you will have succeeded on whatever it is that you're trying to do. You know it's important. We move on. We will go deal with. I don't know. We didn't really roll initiative for this. That was a mistake. Why don't we go ahead and just roll initiative so that I know what order to put you all in?
30?
30.
Okay.
19 plus 11.
Wow. Plus 11?
James, we should really switch dice tonight, bro. That's another 1, so that'll give me a
Oh,
7.
I got a 3 on the die, so
Oh.
Rias, what did you say your total was?
Total of 7.
Trevor?
10.
Eva?
15. Not great.
Oopsie?
24.
All right, so we're actually at the end of the round, and at the end of the round, the towering column of flame, like it's always got like this constant surge of energy pushing back against your efforts, but all of a sudden it just explodes outward.
Oh,
And I will make a check to see if I can push any of you further back.
oh no.
do it.
That is a dirty 20. But I'm going to add 2 of my own edges to this to make it a 24.
Is this for all of us, Jim?
Yes, this pushes back against all of you. So, I need some... We're going to deal some fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is going to take 11 points of fire damage as this surge, this heat wave just goes roaring over all of you. And that is all. That's all that happens at the end of the round. We're at the top of the round, and since Lamar's initiative was wild, he actually gets to start again. One more athletics check if you just want to dump this cart.
Yes.
Yeah. Athletics for both me and Barry, or just me?
If you want Barry to assist you, have him make an athletics check first.
Barry's athletics plus 8, 15.
15. He's not able to give you a bonus with a 15.
Well, it probably doesn't matter. 22.
22 is enough. You managed to tip the cart up using your incredible bear strength, and this glowing dust just goes scattering down into the pit. You actually notice that a lot of the flames like die out around this dust as it gets swirled up into this cloud. And the dwarves are like extremely happy, like, yeah, we have to get the other ones. Excellent work, bear person. Hooray! And it is now Oopsie's turn. Oopsie, your last effort was a failure, I believe, yes? So you are still back at the starting line trying to get this cart forward.
I would like to put my bag of healing pickles on the floor.
Okay.
And tell these fools, eat a pickle, it's good for health. And I do the muscle
Okay.
sign. And then I want to go, knowing I'm probably by myself, go and throw all my weight against this wagon.
All right, yeah, you just try to push forward again. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
And I will, let's see what's on the board. I got nothing. I'll just roll straight. That's pretty good, Jim. Pretty good. It's a 26.
Yeah, that is a success. You managed to get the cart. It grinds forward, even though you're on your own. It grinds forward about halfway to the pit. And the other, how many healing pickles did you have?
I had 4.
4? All right, so there are 3 of these other licensees who dig into this thing. They crunch down the pickles, and they're feeling, they get back up on their feet and come rush to help you. That'll decrease the DC of your check for next time, now that they are back on their feet and healthy again. And it will go to Peepa's turn. Peepa,
Okay.
your cart, you've succeeded. You can go help some of your other allies, or what do you want to do?
Can I go inspire is there people next to the other carts?
Oh yeah, no. Trevor is over in one area. Oopsie is over in another area. Both of them have carts, and there are people, and they need your assistance.
Okay, so whoever's the closest cart, I would run over to the cart and do a diplomacy.
Okay.
And I'll, sorry.
When you get over there, which cart are you going to? The one with Oopsie or the one with Trevor?
Which one's closest?
Equidistant. Doesn't matter. Flip a coin.
Oopsie.
Oopsie? Okay, you go to help Oopsie. So then, yes, you can use your diplomacy to inspire people, or you can I assume that's what you're going to do.
Yes, I'm going to inspire people. So,
right.
stop. And then I'm going to add my edge, and I lost my die. 1 second.
Not a dat show without somebody dropping their die.
Okay, here we go. Using my edge. 13 plus 9.
22.
13 plus 9 is 22, which is a success. Everybody's going to get a +1
Yay.
bonus to their next skill check to help.
Yay.
Thanks to Peepa. Trevor, you're about halfway to the pit.
I am not gonna stop talking until you get this card in there. I'm gonna try to do another diplomacy.
Okay, I'm gonna add, let's see, 4 edges, which is a
my God.
+8 to your roll.
Okay. Well, that's good. I got you to use them because that's a natural 20.
I see savage.
That's true. I guess they are not as useful as if I'd have just kept them, but I still feel good about it. So that is a critical failure. So
They just push the cart the other way.
Yeah, well, no, it's not that. It's just like the energy coming off of this portal actually pushes the cart back to the starting line, and now everybody's right next to you, listening to your voice, and they're like, "No, we hate you so much. We're just trying to get away from you, but we can't."
Okay, is this Jim talking or is this the NPCs?
No, it's the guys. It's the guys.
Uh-huh.
It's them. It's their opinion.
Okay.
Next up is Rias.
So I had followed Oopsie over there, and yeah, I think I've got an edge left, so I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna go up and try to help all these guys get this cart. Everybody's pushing it.
All right, make an athletics check.
Only gonna be an 11.
An 11. It's not a critical failure, so you don't make any progress, but you don't get pushed back any further. Lamar, it is the end of the round, so the portal pulses flames once again. I'll roll a dirty 20, which is a success. So everybody, a wave of flames comes bursting off. Everybody is less damaged this time, not as terrible. Everybody takes 8 points of fire damage.
Oh God.
Oops, you don't like fire.
No. We are moving to the top of the next round. Lamar, Kanshaka has succeeded in his task. There's still more to be done.
Khan and Barry are going to go help the people that the barbarian is screaming at for some reason. Both bears is going to kind of look at you going, "What are you doing?" and start to push
Sure.
Barry's assistance first. 16.
That is a success. Yes.
So he gives me a +1.
So he gives you a +1. Yes.
17 plus 7, 24 plus 1, 25.
25 is gonna do it. You shoulder the cart right back, right to where it was before it got pushed back. So you're halfway to the portal. At the end of your turn, oopsie, you're halfway to the portal. Rias is straining next to you. The guys are all straining next to you. What do you do?
Oopsie. He spits it, claps his hands, puts it on the cart, and then you see this lizard come out of his shirt and gets on his shoulder and put the lizard hands on the cart too. Just Dylan and I just push this thing. We just shove as hard as we can.
Lizard muscle.
Are there any bonuses in play?
I mean, I could sink you.
No, why would you do that?
He wants to sing?
No, yes, because Peepa had come over to your cart and was singing, so that's a +1 bonus from Peepa.
And a total of 21, Jim.
21 is a success.
Yay!
You are at the very edge of the pit. All it'll take is for you to tip it over the next round, or maybe Rias can get it over on this round, or maybe even Peepa. Who knows? Or she could just continue inspiring. It's up to her. What does she do? That's the question. Peepa.
You know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do a head start, run, and then try to slam into it as
She's just
Peepa.
gonna come in there and try to knock it over.
I've got no strength. I'm gonna use my overcharge. Do I add that to my D20?
It would be normally added to damage.
Oh, okay, never mind. Here we go. We're gonna roll. Okay, so 16, because I don't have anything to add to that.
Nothing to add to that?
I don't, just to overcharge.
She was singing. She get her own +1?
Oh yeah, do I get my own +1?
Yeah, no, you benefit from your own thing.
17.
17. Well, thankfully, Oopsie had given those healing pickles because that reduces the DC to 17.
Nice.
Because of your own singing, you've inspired your own self to go charging in.
Yes.
You see this little leaf girl slams into the cart, and it like teeters and then dumps into the pit. Glowing dust goes swirling, and you see once again the column of flames like shrinks almost. Now that there's 2 carts worth of this strange glowing dust, the column looks significantly shrunk. And it is Trevor's turn.
Oh God. Where do you all live? I'm talking to your parents about what a horrible job you're doing. And I'm gonna diplomacy them.
All right.
That is a 12 in total.
12 is a failure success.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You failed hard enough. They get the cart to the edge of the pit. All it'll take is for somebody to push it over. Rias, it is your turn.
How far away am I from Trevor?
You could get there. I mean, you can move over to the cart and help if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do it.
So, Rias sees Kanshaka earlier, rolling around on the ground, putting out fire. Can't do it. So he's like, okay. He sees Peepa run over and knock this cart over. Rias is gonna try to take one out of her book and run over and see if he can run into this cart.
Yay!
Knock it over the side.
Don't fall into the pit.
Shh.
I am going to sink it
Ah.
5 times.
Oh!
To give you a -10 penalty to your check.
I'm gonna sink it 6 times to give a negative. No, I'm kidding.
You said a -10?
Wow.
Don't fall in the pit.
Wow.
Oh God.
That's a natural 20!
You're a rat.
You're
Get wrecked,
He's
Jim.
a lizard.
Hashtag get
You're
wrecked.
such a rat.
It's so dark.
See it? Right there. Right there. That's
Oh,
it.
that's on a 2.
That's a 2, homie.
That's a 2.
No, it's because of the angle. I know how that it's actually a 20.
Logo.
The angle of it makes it look like the 2 is facing.
That was the best 20 ever.
Oh my god.
Well, with your penalty, it would be a failure. However, a 20 will bump you from a failure to a success. So you go rushing in.
Yes.
You slip on the ground and go like rolling, and you slam into the back of the cart, and it barely like tumbles into the pit. This swirling dust catches in the torrent of energy, and the column of flames just collapses as whatever this magical dust is infuses this column of flames. You guys are now all like puffing and puffing and looking down into the pit. You can see there's this broken ring of adamantine and shattered mithracite crystals, and there's just this layer of shimmering dust over this raging portal. But whatever it is has contained the flames for now. One of several of the other people who were responders to this emergency like come around you, and everybody's like clapping you guys on the back like, yo, we did it, we've done it. You know that one of the flying woman who had initially told you to push the carts like swoops down and says, thank you so much for your assistance. This will buy us enough time to bury the pit and make sure that it actually finally close this portal. The anti-magic dust will contain the flames. I can't believe you succeeded. You've saved the city. As you're all standing there, sort of taking it in and recovering from probably some pretty grievous wounds and burns, you realize that once again, you have answered the call, responded to death-defying danger, and saved the city of Cavaloshia.
Hey.
The end of our adventure for tonight. Congratulations,
Before
everybody.
we end it, Jim.
Yes.
Oopsie hugs Peepa. Because she's right
Luckily,
there.
all the mud had burned off from the fire.
I roll in fresh mud.
Tonight, I find new mud.
I sink his ability to try to roll in that mud.
You guys did it. Congratulations.
Yay.
That was a fun one.
I wanted to fight more stuff and crit it all the time.
That's true. That wild magic actually works out really well if you're for those second and third attacks.
46 damage.
That's a lot.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Well, good game, everybody, and good game to the chat, who certainly added some wild stuff to the mix. This was crazy because of all the different bonuses. Wild magics were flying around everywhere. It was an intense game. We'll go ahead and talk to them for a minute. What's going on, guys?
We had a late moment follow come in from Brady Bunch Boys.
Nice.
So that's exciting.
Hey, Brady Bunch Boys.
Got the news. I really wanted people to fall into the pit.
Yeah. Crossbones. Ain't about time, Con. I know, right? 3 1s tonight.
That was one of those clutch D20 moments. Like, those are the good ones. Those are the ones where against all odds, exactly when you need it, you get that nat 20. That's the good stuff.
I usually get natural ones on those, but it would be okay in this game.
You tried to steal a dog from children.
Whoa! I saved that dog. According to the bylaws of whatever town we're in, that dog is mine.
Cavaloshian.
Cavaloshian.
There is a very strong finders keepers law in Cavaloshian.
Yeah, thank you, Shaka Khan. Or Khan Shaka.
Khan Shaka.
I got it right on the second.
You don't know anyone's names, James? My goodness.
So by James's law, Oopsie now has a child. Oopsie and Rias have a child together.
You do.
Oh no.
A child showed up on my farm, and now I have him adopted. Delirious 2019 says, I saw a site that sells Carolina Reaper dill pickles. Need to snag those.
Carolina Reaper dill pickles?
That must be really hot.
All right.
Ooh, Carolina Reaper?
I would die.
That's too much fire.
My last batch of pickles were spicy pickles, and the spice was good, but I tried using apple cider vinegar just to switch it up. I didn't like it as much.
That's what I
White
use.
vinegar makes a much better pickle.
That's my. Are you using the sweet onions or the yellow onions?
I wasn't even putting onions in it. It was just cucumbers.
Jim, we're gonna have a talk.
Again, I'm learning pickles.
Super offended by what you just said.
Wow.
A lot of people are hoping that hopefully next week your TPK or deaths will carry over.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You can kill the other people.
Well, it just means Jamie's next up to try for the TPK.
Harry Plopper's on next week.
Oh yes, please, I will give you every sink I have right now.
Oh my God.
James, you don't have any sinks.
Yes, I do. I have 3 of them, which equal out to 6. Don't you delete it right now, Jared. I'm watching the donation page.
Oh, goodness.
Jim, that was great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you,
Good.
Jim.
I'm glad everybody had a good time. It was good to be back.
Thank you so much.
I'll tell you what, it was nice to have a break from GMing, but it's also nice to get back into it. After that break is over, it's good to come back for some more heroic endeavors. We will be back next Friday, but between now and Friday, make sure that you don't miss. I believe we've got a Crag Extravaganza tomorrow morning for the first time in a while. Speaking of things coming back after a long break, I think we've got a morning Crag Extravaganza. So if you like watching Crag play his cool, his karting with Crag and smashing with Crag and cragging with Crag and cragging all over the place, make sure that you tune in for that.
Oh,
Monday, of course, we'll be back with Crits and Giggles. And then I believe that's it until Friday.
Dat Fam?
Dat Family Time on Tuesdays, hopefully.
Dat Fam.
Hopefully Dat Family Time on Tuesdays.
And then Adam Rady gets a much-deserved day or 2 off.
Yeah, we actually have some days where he can maybe relax a little bit. And then we will be back next Friday for a very special Crits and Giggles. We will have not Crits and Giggles, Heroic Endeavors. We have a special guest coming in next week. I won't reveal who our special guest is, but if you follow our social medias at the DAT Network, I am sure that you'll see an announcement between now and next Friday as to who our special guest for next week is going to be. And until then, goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Get
Thanks
out.
for joining.